And we're live, I think. Are we live? We're live? Are we live? And we're live! Sick. Great. Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Quick Take, and welcome back. Hello, Dash. How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Yes, mate. Hello, big man Lewis. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the watch party. Fantastic. I am not looking forward to this. The team sheet is shit, and we are ready to go. I've got my headphones ready, and I've got some tissues ready if I'm going to cry. I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. I will cry if this game goes the way I think it's going to go. Brentford are a very strong side. I wasn't able to get a pre-game out. I'm currently working on a Halloween special. Ooh, spooky, spooky. I should probably lock that door as well. There we go. Close that window. Where I'll be going over, let's just say, some footballers who have done some not very nice things. It's gonna be some spooky stuff. I'm gonna reset this timer. Just placed a £20 7-fold ACCA. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. Need Chelsea to win. Yes. Well, that was a mistake. Why would you? Well, never bet on Chelsea to win a game because you're always gonna lose money. Trust me. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not gonna lie. Brentford are a very strong side. I hope you can all hear me well. They set up with a 5 at the back with the wing backs pressing forward. As I said, I wasn't able to get a pre-game out before the game. I've been working on the Halloween special, but I'm just going to do a quick rundown now. They're very, very, very good at strong pieces. Chelsea's pathway to victory will be through not giving away stupid fouls and not conceding silly fouls in strong areas where they can whip in good balls, because they have very strong crossing. I'm just going to quickly check the stats now, but I'm pretty sure when I checked them earlier, Brentford's crossing were some of the best in the league. I should be way more prepared than this, but hey ho. Brentford actually haven't had the best start of the season. I think they won one game, and that was against, maybe 2 games, but I think the last game they won was their last game against Burnley. Yeah, they made it to the stream this time. Let's go, Joseph. Let's go. Big chances missed. Accurate crosses. Yeah, here we go. Accurate crosses per match. Brighton sits second, just behind Luton, at 6.1 accurate crosses per match, with a 34.8% accuracy. Whereas Chelsea sit 12th, with a cross success of 19.8. So they are very, very, very deadly when it comes to crossing the ball into the box. It's going to be something... I can't talk. It's going to be something we're going to have to look out for. I'm not looking forward to, as I said, the game coming forward. I think it's going to be a stinker. The team sheet is horrific. I'm just going to read it out now. Actually, I put it on my community post. Always keep an eye on my community page on my channel, because that's where I give my updates for videos and such. And I put polls on there and I ask you guys questions. So make sure you just keep an eye on that. But I said the team sheet is horrific. Sanchez is still on the side. I hoped he would have been dropped for that absolute howler against Arsenal, and maybe, the goalkeeper we brought in, George Petrovic, should be given a chance, but I guess not. Cucurella starting, Thiago Silva, Axel Disasi, and Levi Colwill. So Colwill's going to be playing. If I had to imagine, Colwill will be playing. I mean, if Pochettino was using his brain, it would be Cucurella at left back, Thiago Silva as a 2 centre back pairing, and Disasi at right back. I'm not a big fan of Disasi at right back, considering on the bench we have Reece James and Malo Gusto, which just I don't know what's going on there. In the midfield pivot is Conor Gallagher and Moises Caicedo, and then Noni Madueke starts. Cole Palmer starts as a central attacking mid, just behind Nicholas Jackson at striker, and Raheem Sterling on the left. So that means no Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez isn't on the bench, and no Mykhailo Mudryk. Mykhailo Mudryk is reportedly injured. The injury list for Chelsea is quite large, actually. Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah, Lavia, Bettinelli, Nkunku, Chukwuemeka, Chilwell, and Amando Broja with a knee injury. Fantastic. So, not looking forward to this. As I said, Brentford are quite a strong side. We're gonna be up against it in this game. Get the headphones ready, get the stream ready. I do have access to Discovery Plus. Well, I don't have access to Discovery Plus, although I'm paying for it. It's a bit strange. I've got to wait a couple of weeks, if not a month, before I can access it. So I'm going to have to use a radio station. Let's get this all set up so I don't need to worry about it, and try and get the timer all ready. I always forget how to do the timer, so it's always a fun little part of the stream watching me struggle like an idiot, basically. I'm trying to figure out how this works. Let's hope this doesn't put any let's just hope I avoid some viruses from this radio station. No one's ever going to believe that. Right. Oh, come on. Is this the stream? No, not. I mean the radio station. Here we go. I found a radio station. Ugh, go away. There we go. So that's all already. Perfect. So I've got that all set up. Let's just see if I can get this timer working, because I like having timers so everyone can sync in. Arsenal, no UCL, true. That's not my chat, that's their chat, never mind. How do I reset this? I think it's in Tools. Scripts. Count up. Reset. Aha! There we go. Perfect. So that's all set up, ready to go. 8 minutes until kickoff. I am not happy. I got a haircut finally. I wasn't able to get some product in this morning. I usually would have some product. But as you can see, the sides are now nowhere near as long and ugly looking as they were before. So happy days. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, it was probably was a mistake, but the return went from 240 to 160 without my Chelsea bet. I mean, £160 is not bad. Second screen ready to watch match with you guys. Hopefully we win. Let's go, Dash. What the hell is wrong with Lavia? He's been injured for ages. No idea, mate. I don't think he exists. I think he's a myth. Enzo and Misha injured. Yep. Although Enzo's just had a kid, so there's a good chance he's just having time with his family. As I said, he's just a child. So, but he's named him Benjamin, which is interesting. If it was proper Chelsea, we would have named him Didier, but that's just me. We need them for Spurs. True. Spurs are quite good, although they didn't look their best against Crystal Palace last night. I was watching that game. Interesting game. Spurs, I think, got lucky with the James Maddison deflected goal, / own goal, and then I think Heung-min Son scored as well, but Son's on fire this season, so, which is interesting to see. I said they lost a key figure in Harry Kane, and replacing Son like Harry Kane is never easy. He was there for many years. He was there since Pochettino. I think Pochettino was one of the managers who really brought him through and made him an established name in that Spurs lineup. But that's Spurs, and we don't like talking about Spurs. We like talking about Chelsea. What is this stream? I mean, radio station. Interesting. Okay, let's hope this is actually... Oh, my PC's not in danger from this radio station. 5 viruses detected. No, there's not. Cool. Okay, so we've got that ready. I've got to try and find a way to have... See if I can do this. It's a bit loud as well. Let me just turn that down. Okay. So if I do this, and then if I do this, and I do that, then I can do this. Perfect. The only thing is I don't have the live chat, which is a bit annoying. Can I add the live chat to this, to OBS chat? Ah, brilliant. Here we go. Fantastic. There we go. YouTuber brain working. I'm happy that Enzo isn't playing. He should take a rest while yeah, we do need him for big games. Also, the thing with Enzo Fernandez, I've seen some people giving him some shit on Twitter. What is going on with Enzo Fernandez? He's one of our best players. What is that? The absolute disrespect to Enzo Fernandez is unreal. Can I? No, I can't full screen that without messing that up. Okay. Why can't I hear myself? I don't want to hear myself. Shh. There we go. Why am I going in and out of focus? That's not very good. This camera, although it's a decent camera, it struggles with focus sometimes. It's quite annoying. This is a big game. We could very well lose 2-1. Yep, I hate 12:30 kickoffs. I saw something from Chelsea HQ or Chelsea HQ on Twitter. I don't want to create a group. Oh, Christ. I'm not looking forward to this. Where is it? Chelsea HQ. He put out a stat, not a stat, but he put out like the list of Chelsea's 12:30 kickoff results, and it's not good. See if I can find it here. Maybe he's deleted it. I hope he's not deleted it. No, he's deleted it. Brilliant. Maybe it's another person, I don't know. Metro Pochettino, both Enzo and Misha felt something in training yesterday. Small muscle injuries for both of them. We hoped they would be okay to be in the squad, but unfortunately they aren't quite ready. Neither of them are big issues, but we didn't want to take any risks. So they're just out for little injuries, nothing too major. We shouldn't be too... They shouldn't be too let's just, there shouldn't be too, I don't know, I can't find the word. There shouldn't be sidelined for that long. We should score the first goal. That would be very important. Brentford are a very strong defensive side. They're quite like us in that sense, although they have quite a large defensive lineup, if you know what I mean. In terms of height and physicality, they are quite imposing. It's going to be interesting to see how Noni Madueke gets on. I think this is his first start in a while. He obviously had his little spat with Pochettino when he was out partying and stuff when he was injured, which you really shouldn't be doing. If you're injured, you should be resting. I don't know, that's just me. I keep getting these pop-ups on this radio station I'm listening to. It's quite frustrating. That's what you get for using radio stations, I guess. Oh, God. I'm not ready for this. This is going to be horrific. Sterling needs to step up today. Yeah, I agree. I've not been as big as Myra. Pardon me. And I got some shtick on Twitter as well, actually, for saying Sterling should be sold in the coming transfer windows. Mainly because I just think we got better players coming through. And on the right-hand side, we got players like Angelo Gabriel coming through, Kendrick Paez, of course. He's going to need some playing time, and if Raheem Sterling's there on 325k a week, not really performing to the level he really should be, then I don't see why someone like Kendrick Paez or Angelo Gabriel can't come in and perform a similar level, or even not, or if not better, given the right development, which they can only get if he is sold. So that's just my opinion. And on the left-hand side, obviously, you got McCallum Mudryk, who's playing quite well. He is injured today, but McCallum Mudryk will be our long-term left-wing player. They might not play a low block. They might press us heavily. We can't take any chances. But as I was saying, I just don't know where. I just can't really see Raheem Sterling's long-term place in the club with these players coming through. So that's just my opinion. As I got a lot of shtick for it. Also, some people didn't know how to count. I had like 3 English players out of a list of 7 players, and someone said I had over 50% of the players were English, so I don't know. That's that. Okay. That's a strange decision to start Axel Disasi at right back over Reece James and Malo Gusto. I mean, Malo Gusto's been one of the better right backs in the league, and obviously Reece James is Reece James. He's our captain. He's one of our best players, if not our best player, when he's fit and ready. But that's a rarity nowadays. So we're going to see how he gets on. This is going to be horrific. I can already tell. I'm not looking for this. Not looking forward to this. Christian Norgard, very good player, very imposing on the set pieces. Wisser again, very imposing, and Mbeumo. Many people know Mbuemo's class, but he's a fantastic player. Oh dear. Another bad bet I done was for Barca and Madrid to score. I mean, that's probably going to happen. God's sake. Today we could actually go in to see Cole in 10 and the 4-3-3-1. 4-2-3-1. I meant to say 4-2-3-1 there. I was going to say that's some top bowling tactics. I'm not looking forward to this. I've got a weird feeling we're going to concede early. My bet's probably over with the Chelsea game. True. Never bet on Chelsea. Unless you're betting on Chelsea to lose or to draw, then that means that you're taking some insurance. So if you lose, you get some money back. If you win, you're happy and you forget about the 5 you lost or whatever. So it's a good way to live life, I guess. You're always happy either way. Although you never want Chelsea to lose or draw, so conflict of interest, I guess. And the referee has no hair. We are in trouble. But Thomas Frank is a very good manager, one of the best managers in the league. He was linked to Chelsea. I didn't want him at Chelsea. I think it's quite obvious who I wanted Julian Nagelsmann or Luis Enrique. And it's gonna be a minute's silence for Sir Bobby Charlton. What a player. Oh, it's a minute's round of applause. That's better. I hate minutes of silences. Not because I don't think they're needed, but just because I always get the giggles. So I'm terrible with those kind of awkward silences. I always get nervous. Oh, God. We're on good form. Arguably. All right, game will be starting soon. We are in good form. We are in good form. But we threw away 3 points against Arsenal, which would have been fantastic. There we go. Yeah, we need to score first. We need to score nice and early. Nice Cole Palmer goal. Set the tempo of the game. Control the game. Chelsea dominate possession, whereas I think Brentford averaged less than 50% possession. So, in theory, if Brentford are to score, it'd be from a counter-attack. Sorry, I had a coffee just before I start. I always get gassy. I get gassy when I have everything. It's horrendous. Are they going to do? Going to take a knee, or what are they going to do? Are they going to do? Referee's blowing his whistle, and they've kicked off. Start. There we go. As I said, I'm going to be slightly behind, unfortunately, but that's just how things go. Brentford kick things off nice and early with some possession. Here we go. Brentford are not performing great recently. No, I think Poch has found his feet with the team now, arguably. But then again, he's starting Axel Disasi at right back instead of Malo Gusto and Reece James, actual right back. So I don't know. Noni Madueke on the ball here. Cole Palmer tries to play a ball through to Nicholas Jackson, but he's never going to get that ball just straight at the defenders. Chelsea have possession here. Yeah. Oh, actually. What's that set up? So Cucurella is definitely playing left back. Not Cole Palmer. Levy Colwill left centre back. Thiago Silva right back, I'd imagine. And as I said, Disasi to play right back. 1-0 win. Very bold, very bold. I think it's going to be 3-1 Brentford, unfortunately. I'd love to be more optimistic, but I've got this feeling. Saying that, we'll probably score nice and early. No. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to this. How is everyone, actually, by the way? It's been a few days since I posted a video. As I said, I'm working on the Halloween special. I need to get that finished and all sorted for Halloween. But yeah, how is everyone? What are you up to nowadays? We're coming into November. Fury and Ngannou tonight. Who's winning that one? Fury or Ngannou? I've got Tyson Fury. If we had Gusto, I'd say it's guaranteed. Yeah, true. I just don't trust Axel Disasi at right back. Don't trust him. Well, here's Brentford's first set piece. It's far away enough from the goal where we shouldn't be too worried, but 1 or 2 passes and it's 1-on-1 chance. The goalkeeper takes over to the side of Cucurella. And it goes out for a Brentford throw-in in the Chelsea half. Just near the shed end. Disasi is the modern Zuma. I mean, how many cats has he kicked? I think Zuma has him on that plane. Here we go, Brentford throw in. 2 minutes 43 gone. My timer's a second or so off. Reminds me of the 2016 Zuma. True. Something's in my eye. Oh, I can't see. Chelsea had a little counter-attack going there, but Brentford just played it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper launches it back towards the shed end. Goes out for another throw-in in the same position. This is going to be dangerous. I'm not looking forward to this. I've said this so many times, but I've got this horrendous feeling. Maybe it's just my stomach. I haven't had breakfast yet, so good chance you guys might be ahead of me. I might have to ignore the chat then. Long throw into the box. Headed forward in Burmo. Good shot. As I said, Burmo is going to be one of the more dangerous players. Chelsea play through. Who's that? Raheem Sterling. Cole Palmer outside the box. Clipped it through into Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling just behind the ball. And he was probably offside as well. Yeah, good chance. Okay, I thought it was a good chance for Brentford, but it's a good chance for Chelsea. Yeah, you guys are definitely ahead of me. So I don't know how far back I am. I'm probably like a minute behind everyone else. As I said, I am using a dodgy radio station. So that's that. Unavoidable, annoying, but that's life. It was a very tight one. They'd had to look at it, see if he was offside, but he didn't score, so it doesn't matter. Our substitute bench is actually so mid. True. I'm actually gonna have a look at it, but I remember it being really bad. A lot of academy players, and I understand Poch might say, "Oh, it's a good idea it's good to bring up the youth." That was close from Brentford. Sanchez nearly caught in possession there. It's good to bring in the youth and trust them, but when you got players like Beach and Matos on the bench, have you ever seen them play? I haven't. Why are they on the bench for a team that's spent over $1 billion on players? That's ridiculous. We should have Neymar on the bench for that amount. It is quite poor. And we do have a lot of players injured, I understand that, but still. We have attackers on the bench today. We have mainly defenders and midfielders, to be fair. David Washington, Ian Matson, if you want to count him as an attacker, and that's it. 2 keepers. We got 2 keepers, one of them being 19-year-old Eddie Beach from Wales, who's never played a game for Chelsea. Well, Chelsea's senior team. 2 keepers on the bench, by the way. That is actually quite shocking. 5 minutes 50 gone. Brentford probably having the better of the game so far, I'd actually say. I'm just going to stop closing these pop-ups on this radio station because they just pop straight back up. They're only covering up a little bit of the screen, I guess. I've scuffed my finger. It actually quite hurts. I don't know if you can see that. Just there. Oh, it's frozen. No, we're all good. We have no attackers on the bench. No, no, we don't. As I said, if you count Matson and David Washington, well, David Washington is a striker, so he is an attacker, but he hasn't really played much. I would have liked to seen him maybe have his debut today. I don't know. He was signed for a reason. May as well play him. Chelsea with the ball outside the box here, moving into the box. Nicholas Jackson, finesse shot, goes wide. Puts out an apologetic hand. Still got that tape over his wrist. It's still probably giving him some issues. That is quite bad. That was really wide. Chelsea pressing nice and high here as Brentford try and play the ball out from the back. Long ball over the top into Cucurella, and Chelsea were in possession with Cucurella's header. Chelsea looking to build up from the back here. I watched Five Nights at Freddy's last night. Not in the cinema, on Twitter. Someone posted it on Twitter and I was like, you know what? May as well watch it. It's in cinemas and I've heard a lot of people talking about it, so I'll give my verdict. It was okay. It was a weird film. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was literally going to be not a copy and paste, but I thought it was going to be a lot more like the game than it was, where we'd just be following the security guard played by Josh Hutcherson, of course, from the Hunger Games, and that one really sad film that I didn't watch. I think it was what's it called again? It's not Willow, is it? Is it Willow? Is it? What was that film Josh Hutcherson was in? Anyway, it was an okay film. Didn't go the way I thought it would go, but it is what it is. I'd say it was 4 out of 10. So close from Nonni. Well, I didn't see that. Bridge to Terabithia, I think that's what it's called. And it was in Journey to the Center of the Earth, of course. That amazing film. I looked at my phone. Apparently, Nonni had a close chance at C. Brentford just playing up from the back here. Chelsea again pressing high. Conor Gallagher playing very hard at the field. Conor Gallagher is, of course, playing in the pivot with Moises Caicedo. Ball's played through to Mbeumo. Mbeumo comes into the box, crosses the ball in. Sanchez does a good job of catching that. Weird catch. Oh, no, unlucky. Yeah, you guys are definitely ahead of me. Nonni with the ball on the right-hand side here. Looking to take on his man. Hits the crossbar. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Nearly from Noni Madueke. I wish I could be more energetic. I have got a bit of a headache, unfortunately, and I haven't eaten, so I'm a bit hungry. I probably should have eten. Which striker do you feel Chelsea should buy, and do you feel they should bring him this January or summer transfer window? I think we should bring him in the January. I did see some comments regarding Victor Osimhen from I think it's the Napoli president. Let me just double check here. Osimhen, not Osimhen. Fabrizio Romano. Where they said they don't want him to leave in January, but then again, that's exactly what Brentford said. They basically said there's absolutely no way Enzo Fernandez was leaving in January, and look who joined Chelsea in January. So it's definitely not it's not impossible, but my number one choice would be Victor Osimhen. I think his name's Santiago Jimenez from Feyenoord, who's been having a very good season. Chelsea had the ball here again. Ball through to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling finds Noni Madueke again onto that left foot. Shot is blocked, and Brentford regain possession. As I said, I really like Benjamin Šeško. I think he's a fantastic player, and he will be one of the better strikers in the coming years. If we can get a pre-agreement like we did for Nkunku for the summer window, for summer, that'd be quite good. You 17 people on live. Hello, Luca. That is no way. Is that who I think that is? Absolutely no way is that who I think it is. If that's who I think it is, that's hilarious. Who is that? No, that's not. Sorry, I thought you were someone I knew. Cool. You didn't Nkunku say his favourite position is striker? Maybe he's the solution all along. True, but I think there'd be better strikers out there than Nkunku. I think Nkunku would be good in a two-striker formation, working alongside someone like Victor Osimhen. Nicholas Jackson shot blocked. Noni Madueke has the ball on the right-hand side. Oh my, we've seen Jackson and Cole link up. I don't know if there's been a goal. I should stop looking at the chat. But as I said, Osimhen would be my number one choice. It would be expensive, but I think he's probably the best striker we could probably get. Oh, for God's sake. This radio station. Oh my God, no! There we go. This radio station's being quite frustrating. I can't see. Right, I'm going to have to find another radio station. Sorry guys, I'm going to find another radio station. I've always called for Šeško and Szoboszlai. Yeah, I quite like Szoboszlai. I was frustrated when we didn't get him, and Liverpool did. I did a video going over the number one targets Chelsea should get following Mason Mount's departure, and originally Dominic Szoboszlai was my number one choice, but while I was writing that video, he signed for Liverpool. Liverpool paid his that's better. Liverpool paid his release clause, so there's nothing we could really do. I keep up with CONCACAF mostly, and I think Jimenez moves to Chelsea seems like a cool move. CONCACAF keeps improving. From what I've seen, he's a good player. One to keep an eye on. Apparently, a lot of Premier League clubs are looking for him. Ivan Toney, of course, is a name that's been linked. I think Brentford wants £65 million for him, so not too bad, but again, we'd be signing a 27, 28-year-old striker. His resellability wouldn't be that high compared to Victor Osimhen. And whether or not I trust him, I don't think he's the most professional footballer, considering the amount of charges that are put against him for the betting. He bet against his own team. The stuff he said on, he's a Liverpool fan and he's been wanting to play for Arsenal for a while, and apparently Arsenal are interested. So if it's between us and Arsenal, he'll probably choose Arsenal. That's just my opinion, though. They're more set in stone than we are at the moment. We're still quite up in the air as to what the future of Chelsea brings. Oh, this stream's way behind. Sod it. Ah, bloody hell. This stream's even worse. Close that. God's sake. Where's it gone? Right, close that. Where's that gone? Oh, God's sake. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, I'm ruining everything. Would you pay 80, 90 million for Julian Alvarez? That's a very good question. It depends. If Pochettino feels like he's worth 80, 90 million, and our scouting department think he's worth 80 to 90 million, sure, go for it. I think he's a very good player, and I was annoyed when Man City signed him because he was one of those players who I thought, oh my god, he's going to be one of the best. He's going to be one of the best in the league, and he's turned out to be one of the best players in the league, so is what it is. 80, 90 million, sure, but if we're going to spend that amount on a player, we may as well just go get Victor Osimhen. How do I pause this timer? Tools, scripts, stop. There we go. My stream is even further behind, so I've got to sync up this timer, unfortunately. That's annoying. But there's no thingy. Oh no, Nonny. What's Nonny done? Actually, don't tell me. Brentford here, crossing the ball across. Go get this ready. Chelsea have the ball back here. Caicedo. But yeah, I do think we will be going for a striker in January. I think that's... Oh, I think it goes without saying. Okay. Close that. Whether he comes in January or if he joins in the summer, it's like a pre-agreement like we did from Kunku, that's another thing. But I think we will sign a striker in January. And, well, I don't really know what to do about the goalkeeper department. I think we need a better goalkeeper. I don't think Sanchez is the one. Apparently Pochettino thinks he is the one. But then again, Pochettino thought Chilwell playing left wing was the solution. Oh, Nonny Madueke is down injured. Who'd have thought that, eh? Considering his PSV record for injuries. He's getting out to his feet very sheepishly, limping a bit on that right knee. But as I said, Szoboszlai, he was my number one choice to replace Mason Mount, but we couldn't bring him in, so I think I went for Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, I'm a big fan of Florian Wirtz of Bayer Leverkusen. However, I think he'll probably go to either Bayern Munich or Man City. He's one of those type of players that will be like, he'll go to a top side. I mean, missed our chance. We should have paid big for him this summer, I think. Yeah, if you're going to pay, what, 120-something million, 115 million pounds for Moises Caicedo, but you don't want to pay like 80-something for someone like Florian Wirtz, that's confusing to me. Another interesting striker from CONCACAF might be Jonathan David. Not sure he's great, but I've been watching him for Lille. He's pretty good. Yeah, no, Jonathan David, good shout. I was planning on doing a video going over strikers again, but I've already done that video, I think, twice now. But I was going to do a video on Jonathan David. I think he's quite a good player, and he's been a decent player for a while now. He just hasn't I can't talk. He hasn't had that big move yet. So, but yeah, he's definitely one to keep an eye on. But I think if Victor Osimhen's available, you got to go for Osimhen. Cole is fantastic. True. Florian Wirtz is very good though. There's no denying. I think Florian Wirtz would be more creative, whereas Cole Palmer's more of an end product machine, if you know what I mean. Like, Cole Palmer probably score more goals than Florian Wirtz, but Florian Wirtz would have more of an impact on the game. If that makes sense. It's like a player like Eden Hazard, although he didn't get a goal or an assist every game, he changed the entire complexion. Cole Palmer here. Slick feet. Lost the ball in the box. Would you take a Madueke Sancho swap in January? 100%. 100%. I think Sancho's more proven than Madueke. Madueke, at PSV, he didn't really light the world on fire. There were better players on that PSV side. Xavi Simons. Whereas Sancho... Oh, good ball from Cole Palmer into Cucurella. That really should be 1-0. Cucurella's not a striker or a winger, of course, so his finishing ability won't be anywhere near someone like Mudryk or Nicholas Jackson, but that should be 1-0. That's a fantastic ball. Good eye. Catches the Brentford defender sleeping, but straight at the keeper. Although Sancho's not had a very good time at Manchester United, I rate him quite highly. Obviously, he's a Chelsea fan. Growing up, I did quite an extensive video going over Sancho's career, actually, his early life, his upbringing, his time at Watford, his time at Man City, his time at Dortmund, and of course, everything has transpired since his move to Manchester United. It's on my channel if you want to go watch it, but... Oh, God, I'm so gassy. But Sanchez comes and collects the ball. I would take that swap deal. I think there's something to his game that can be unlocked. You know, at Borussia Dortmund, he was in the top 3 for, I think, the Copper Trophy? Is that what they call it? The trophy given to like the players like Gavi and Pedri and such. That's a good run from Sterling. On the way to work it here with the ball outside the box, and cool ball into Cole Palmer. Sterling rifles the ball over the box. Is that a corner? No. Is it? Please tell me I took a deflection. It went into row Z, basically. On a really good position. Let's have a look here. He's onside. Oh my god, that's a horrific shot. This 325k a week for that man. What is he doing? He's like Werner. And apparently we don't have a random, but apparently we don't have a set penalty taker, which is concerning for me because one, I think it will cause somewhat of a disruption in that whole process because you'll have players fighting to take the penalty. Cucurella having a good game so far. I agree. 20 minutes gone, nearly 21 minutes gone. Cucurella's probably having a good game. So got into a good position, but wasn't able to finish a chance off. But Chelsea here just lackluster so far. Good ball through into Jackson. Jackson back heels it into the Brentford defender, and Brentford have a chance for the attack here, but Chelsea win the ball back on the right-hand side. Moises Caicedo into Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer looking for Jackson. Finds Cucurella on the left-hand side. Chelsea just looking to find a way through this very strong and set Brentford defence. Ball's in the box here. Brentford win the ball back and clear it. I feel we might sell Sterling next summer and bring in better young wingers. Well, as I said, we got Angelo Gabriel coming through. I don't know if he won it, but he was definitely in the running for the Young Player of the Month award in Liga, and he had quite a good game too. He had quite a good game against PSG. What happened to Dacho Fofana? Dacho Fofana is at Union Berlin, and I think he's been suspended for a few games. Basically, he wasn't playing very well. I don't think he's been very good for them so far, and his attitude's been a bit stinky. I think he probably thinks he's better than he is. And he, after the full-time whistle, something he refused to shake the hand of the manager, which is just a bit silly from him. Very unprofessional. Maybe that's one of the side effects to bringing in so many youngsters. They think that they're far better than they actually are at their stage, when they need to remember that the reason they've been brought in is to be developed, and that they're still very raw and they're nowhere near the superstar that they think they are. That's what I think has happened to Dacho Fofana. I mean, that's just an outside look, though. I don't talk to him. I don't know exactly what's going on. Chelsea have been dominating possession. As expected, Chelsea have one of the highest possession stats in the league. Brentford, not so much. Ball into Sterling. Sterling just heads it into the air, and Brentford had the ball back. Oh, I'm very tired. Late night. Noni Madueke here. Could have won a foul there. Noni on the right-hand side. Finds Caicedo. Caicedo finds Gallagher. Back to Caicedo. Outright Nonni. Would you bring in Cherki and sell Chukwuemeka? Oh, hello. Sterling's down in the box here. Referee's pointing to his ear. He's got people in his ear. Is he diving? Just falls over quite easily. Small shove in the lower back. Is that enough for a penalty? I don't know. Would you bring in Cherki and sell Chukwuemeka? I don't think we've seen enough of Chukwuemeka. Cherki, I think, is one of the best players in that league in terms of dynamism and what he can bring to his side. He's quite an exciting player to watch. Chukwuemeka, brought in for a reason, of course. Aston Villa, he has that Premier League experience. But he's injured. And I don't know if he's going to be one of those players that's injury prone. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But I wouldn't sell Chukwuemeka for Cherki, no. I think Chukwuemeka. Wait, hang on. Why is my brain not working? Am I thinking of the right person here? My brain's gone completely frazzled. Which one's Chukwuemeka? Yeah, that's Chukwuemeka. Yeah, I thought so. For some reason in my head, when I said Chukwuemeka, I was thinking of Ugochukwu, but I think it's just kind of similar sounds in the name. And he had a good goal against West Ham, but whether he's at the level to be starting for Chelsea week in, week out, who knows? Same could be said for Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki, people have said he's got an attitude problem. He doesn't really put in 100% in training, but then again, so did Eden Hazard, and look at the player Eden Hazard was. So, and they're somewhat similar in the fact that for their dribbling ability, good clearance. Strong challenge from Noni there. Ends in a foul for Brentford. Oh dear. Got some water. I should have had some paracetamol before I started. See what's happening on Twitter. XG so far, Chelsea 0.71 to Brentford 0.08. Chelsea are winning on... I think we won, actually. I think we won every single game on XG this season, actually, I think. Chelsea have a counter-attack here. Long ball. Nicholas Jackson. Raheem Sterling. Nicholas Jackson holding onto the ball too long and loses it. And the attack breaks down. Oh dear. Can I move this mic anywhere closer? There we go. So far, quite a cagey affair. Both teams have had their chances. Chelsea have had more chances and the better chances as by the XG, but Chelsea need to be careful for counter-attacks. It's Brentford's bread and butter, basically. That and the set pieces. Colwell. Thiago Silva. Back to Colwell. High press from Brentford. Presses the ball all the way up to Sanchez. Chelsea play the ball up from the back nicely, though. That's nice. Ball through. Jackson finds Kukurea. Kukurea ball in. Headed away. Just not much going. We're really missing Enzo. Cole dropping deep. True. Cole Palmer's being forced to drop into deeper areas to create something, whereas that'd be Enzo's job, and Cole Palmer would be more free to work in the half spaces. Can I hide that? No. Never mind. I mean, Brentford, as I said, they're a very strong defensive side. So are we, but teams do struggle to score against us a lot of the time, unless you've got Robert Sanchez in there. He just wants to gift chances to Brentford and to Arsenal. Chelsea just struggling to break down Brentford, and when they do break them down, struggling to take their chances. I knew this is how this game was going to play out. It just looks a bit stagnant now, just kind of passing the ball across the field. Sterling here, and he's out for a corner. Chelsea corner, 30 minutes gone. Oh dear. Chelsea keep playing like this, I'm going to fall asleep. Not the best game so far. Let's give this here some respite. Still wondering why we didn't go for mine. Because he was very expensive and they wanted to go for Sanchez. I think they bought Sanchez as a sweetener for the Caicedo deal, which is just stupid. But it does look like Kepa's going to be staying at Real Madrid. He's pushing for the permanent move, which is perfect for us. Hopefully they pay up. What do you think about the multi-club model the new owners are pushing? I heard they bought RC Strasbourg in Ligue 1. Yes, we do have Strasbourg is owned by Blueco, basically the company that owns Chelsea. That's the consortium. I think it works. As I said, we got players like Angelo Gabriel. He's doing a lot of good development over there. It allows us to set up scouting networks and basically development teams in other clubs. So having one in Portugal would be quite good. We'd be able to get some Portuguese talents there and just keep them in the same league, although they'd be under us. Basically, they'd be Chelsea players just in another club. Goal kick for Brentford. Having one in Brazil would be quite handy. I don't think we'd do it, but if we manage to get Santos, that'd be quite handy. Big club, obviously developed some quite good players. Neymar, Pele, David Washington. But yeah, I'm in favour for the multi-club model. It's what Man City do. Look at Red Bulls. Look at the Red Bull model. You've got Salzburg, you got Leipzig, you got Liefering. All these clubs, they all help develop players. Like, look at Benjamin Šeško. He's come from Liefering. He went through Salzburg, and now he's at Salzburg. Look at Erling Haaland. I think Erling Haaland was at Liefering for a point. Was he at Liefering? He was definitely at Salzburg. Hold on, let me just check his Wikipedia. No, okay, so he went from Molde to Salzburg, but Salzburg developed him quite well. What do you think happens next season when all the midfielders come back from loan? Casadei, Santos. Casadei's been playing quite well for Leicester. He's definitely coming into his own. I could see him being... I can see him coming on and being like a bench player, coming on as an impact sub. When you look at our subs bench and it's quite poor, it'll definitely improve when we got these players coming back. Same with Andre Santos, though Santos isn't getting that much playing time at Nottingham Forest, so he may be recalled in January and then reloaned, or even just used on the bench for us, and he'll be playing sparingly. But I said these players on loan, when they come back, a lot of them will be on the bench. But that's not a bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because they are good players and they'll provide strength from the bench, which is exactly what we need. Do you think we sell them? I think we sell a few of them. I think Datra Fafana is probably one that will be sold for profit. Obviously the club wants to make money, and in doing that, they'll probably buy a lot of young players and sell them. But I don't think we'd sell Pires. I think we got a real star on our hands with Kendrick Pires. I did a video on Pires, actually. He's done quite well. I haven't checked on it in a while. Let's just see how it's doing, actually. Last I saw it was on 7,000 views, which isn't too bad considering where we're at the moment for the channel. Where can I have a look at this? I don't know what they've done to the YouTube app on phones. It's not very good. 8,000 views now. That's not bad. That was actually a fun video to do. Do you think we sell them? I think I've already said that. We'll sell a few of them, but not all of them. I think we'll keep Cassaday. Not Cassaday. Yeah, Cassaday. Cole is dictating the play. He is 19. Yeah, he's a good player. He just needs to get a really good chance. I think he'll take it. He's a lot more. Oh, good through ball from Disasi, but wasn't able to find Nicholas Jackson. Oh dear. Only 35 minutes gone. As I said, Chelsea are having far more possession, higher XG, just not taking their chances when they do get them. That's a free kick to Brentford? No? Okay, referee's playing on. Gazzedo through ball, Cole Palmer tries to find Sterling on that left-hand side. We are missing Mudryk. I think Mudryk would bring a lot more dynamism to this attack. He is injured, but it's not a serious injury, I don't think. Oh, dear. But yeah, that poor pass from Brentford goes up for a Chelsea throw. And that no specific penalty taker situation. I'm not a big fan of that because I think it'll create some sort of conflict among the side. I mean, we saw it with Raheem Sterling and Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez arguing over who should take the penalty. Sterling wanted the ball. Cole Palmer had it. Enzo Fernandez telling Sterling to leave Cole Palmer and just let him take the penalty. And of course, Cole Palmer scored. So, you know, in the big moments, that may transpire into a more heated argument. And that's just not what we need as a squad. And it was easy when we had someone like Jorginho. I feel Maatsen is most likely to be sold. True, he was nearly... I mean, there was a deal agreed on deadline day, and I made a video about... Well, I made quite a few videos about it that day, but he decided to stay. We would have got a lot of money from him, actually. I think it was like 30-something million for him. But he's refusing to sign a new contract. We have extended it by a year, so he won't be leaving for free in the summer. Poch is looking... he escaped Matrix. Is it the trench coat? What was I saying? Oh, I've completely lost my track. I thought. What was I saying? He does look like he's from the Matrix. But it's a nice look. I like that. I like that coat. I was saying something very important. My brain's just fogged today. It's just it's not on its usual standard. Good career ball in. Brentford. Oh, Madueke volley. Corner to Chelsea. Talking about Maatsen, thank you, Maatsen. Yeah, so Maatsen, he will be sold. He's not signing a new contract. We've extended it, so he won't go for free in the summer. He's not very good at left back. I've seen some people saying why he's not playing in his natural position. Well, if you actually watched him play for Burnley last season, his defensive metrics and his defensive output and his general defensive play just wasn't there. So, or there to the level which someone like Kukurea can provide, or even Ben Chilwell. Although I'm not Ben Chilwell's biggest fan. That's out for another throw in. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Sit tight. Here's chair. Here you go. Excellent content here, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent content. I'll be back in a minute. Bonjour. Bonjour. Hello, chat. Hello. Got Palmer. Free kick. Okay, cool. So, I'm back now. Kukura really shining. He is playing like Geordie and Marcelo. Hello, chat. Hello, Dash. Whoa, just return what's happening. Hello, Dash. Minecraft lover. Minecraft lover. Hello. I haven't seen you in the channel before. Hello. How you doing? Maybe I have. Maybe I'm just blind. Nothing. Hello, everyone. El Clasico. That'd be a good game. So when you guys become a Chelsea fan, I started watching last season and became a fan somehow. You know what, Minecraft lover? There's worse things that can happen in the world than becoming a Chelsea fan. Let's just say that. Chelsea's a good club to support, especially if you love feeling pain inside your soul. True story. And being massively frustrated. God. Still 0-0, back to go into the second half. Not the second half, back to the end of the first half. What the Cole Palmer has now taken the ball from our half and ran it all the way back into the penalty area of the box. That's maddening. That is the Brentford press for you. I started watching in Thomas Tuchel era. Who was that who caught out? Was that Caicedo? That's ridiculous from Caicedo. He shouldn't be caught. He shouldn't be getting caught out like that. Jensen's apparently down. Referee's blowing his whistle. Stopping the ball. It's not a head injury. Okay, Jensen's probably going to come off injured now. Why does the referee look like a thumb? Or a big toe? I mean, how would I know that? I'm listening to a radio station. Still nothing. Still no goals. Oh dear. Where are Mudryk and Enzo? Enzo is, I think, he's just had a child, so he's probably going to be out for this game. Mudryk's apparently injured, although it's not too serious. It'll just be out for today. Who have we got next? I keep seeing Blackburn Rovers mentioned. Oh, it's half time. So after this game, we have. Yeah, Blackburn Rovers in the EFL Cup on Wednesday, then Spurs, then Man City, then Newcastle, then Brighton, then United. My God. Although to be fair, we play better against the better teams, so in theory, actually, a lot of people thought that might be the run of death, but it's actually could be our strongest run of the season. Ball through, over here, and that's going to be half time, surely. Conor Gallagher. Nope. Come on. I've now lost complete focus. I can't focus on the match. Here we go. Toothless Chelsea. I agree. Not much is happening. I mean, that's what happens when you lose players like Enzo Fernandez, who can create those chances and allows players like Cole Palmer to play in stronger areas and having to drop deep. When you lose players like McCallum Mudryk, and when you got someone up front like Nicholas Jackson and not an actual world-class striker, you're always going to be up against it. That's going to be half-time, surely, ref. Ball just goes back. Whoa! Sanchez comes sprinting out, but doesn't even get the ball. That was weird. And that's half-time. That was shit. I mean, that was just Chelsea, wasn't it? Stop. Reset. What do we do, eh? What subs do you think should be made? Let's have a look. I can't talk. Let's have a look at the subs bench who's been playing bad and see who I would bring on. Let's have a look here. Let's have a cheeky little look. We've been dominating them. Let's have a look here. Disasi's actually been not too bad. Madueke's had a good shot. Nicholas Jackson's been... He's been a ghost. Let's just be honest. Time to bring on Mudryk and bench Sterling. Mudryk's not in this squad, unfortunately, mate. We are struggling to finish chances. Kukurea, Cole Palmer, Thiago have good game. Yeah, I agree. Honestly, there's not many good subs we could do. Potentially Reece James on. Reece James on for Disasi. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is actually kind of fun. Okay, so apparently, a fan. This is from CSC Price. A fan had just had a go at Nicholas Jackson as halftime ended, saying, "Why don't you score a goal?" And Jackson responded by shushing as if to say, "Be quiet." Poch went to defend the player. That's actually kind of funny. James for who? No shot. What do you mean no shot? He's literally he's our captain. He's one of our best players. James for Axel Disasi. It's not been too bad, but I say bring Washington on at 17. You know what? That'd be kind of interesting. See what he can bring. I was hearing the next Benzema, all right, when he was signed. That is actually hilarious. David Washington. You know, sod it. Let's give David Washington 45 minutes. What's the worst that can happen? The current attackers aren't putting the ball in the back of the net. Why not try David Washington? Honestly, those are the only two players I would consider bringing on. David Washington and Reece James. And then if you want to drop Thiago Silva, but then again, maybe not. See how he does for the second half. He is nearly 40. Yeah, no, that's pretty stinky. We are going to lose this match, make no mistake. I've seen this pattern before many times. Brentford will score out of nowhere and the match. Yeah, absolutely. Brentford will take their chance. Let's have a look. I had a look at their stats here. Hang on. Doors locked. So Chelsea currently have 1.01 XG to Brentford 0.08. We have 10 shots to their 2 on target to their 1. So although we've had 10 shots, only 2 have been on target. So 1 out of 5 shots are actually have a chance of going in. We need to try more crosses. They are parking the bus way too much. We should, but our cross accuracy isn't actually that high. I think it's like 20%. And the players we have on the field aren't fantastic crosses when you compare them to like Reece James and such. Cole Palmer's probably the best, but he's playing more centrally, so it's hard to get him into a crossing position. 2 big chances for Chelsea, 2 big chances missed. 334 accurate passes to Brentford's 136. That's a 90% passing accuracy. 6 fouls committed to Brentford's 3. 3 corners to Brentford's 1. Shots from outside the box 3. Hit the woodwork once. Basically, Chelsea are dominating. But Brentford have had 16 clearances to Chelsea's 6. So you can see where this game's going. Our biggest... needs some creation. Yeah, true. Our biggest problem is scoring simple goals. We have to get a pen or lucky cross goal to win games. True. I just think we're stupid going into a season with Nicholas Jackson, David Washington, and Amanda Breuer as our only striking options. I think that's so naive. When you got players like when you come up against teams that have Gabriel Jesus, Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland, Darwin Núñez, Mohamed Salah, where is our goals coming from? We spent $1 billion on players and we haven't bought a world-class goal scorer. It's not computing with me. And we could have even tried to get Harry Kane. It would have been difficult to get him away from Spurs, especially going from Spurs to Chelsea. I'm going to take these headphones off. Going from Spurs to Chelsea would have been difficult to get done, but it wouldn't have been impossible. Real question for you though: why do you who do you drop from Nkunku? Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling. If when Nkunku comes back, and let's say hypothetically we get a striker in the summer in January, whether it's Šeško, Osimhen, Santiago Jimenez, who apparently Feyenoord are asking for 100 million euros for. So, all right. So at that point, you got the striker, and then you got the three players behind him. I would have Mudryk on the left, Nkunku down the middle, and Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. Cole Palmer is actually one of Cole Palmer's strengths is cutting in onto that left foot to then have a shot either outside the box or just coming into the box. He's quite good at that. So he'd be in a good position anyway to cut inside, and then with Reece James coming back into the squad or even Malo Gusto, then he'd be in a good position for the overlap. I think that would work quite well. And Nkunku, he wouldn't start every... Well, he start every game when he's fit because he's a massive goal threat and he's probably be one of our better players when he comes into the side eventually. But he wouldn't be available for every game. That's just the way Nkunku is, unfortunately. But our current strikers are just woeful. Sterling right wing, Mudryk left wing, and Nkunku 10, and sub in Palmer for Mudryk at half time and have it where Palmer right wing and Sterling. I mean, you could do that, but I think Mudryk is a 90-minute player. I think he's got that in his locker. You know, he's always in the gym. He's a fitness freak. He's constantly impressing his teammates reportedly in training with how impressive he is on the ball and his work ethic. Mudryk left wing, Christo Cam. Broyer's gonna be sold, mate. Unfortunately, I've got a feeling Broyer's gonna be sold or at least moved on. Palmer must start, in my opinion. Yeah, he's made himself undroppable, which is interesting. I mean, Man City's a brilliant academy, and he worked under Pep Guardiola for a good while, so he would have picked up a lot of his attacking know-how from the mind of Pep Guardiola, which is one of the best minds in football. So it only makes sense that he's a good player. Let's see how we're doing here. I can close that, open that. That's not too bad. 13 people. Hello. Palmer must start. Yeah, I agree. Palmer doesn't start ahead of Nkunku once he's probably back. Gonna have to fit Palmer somewhere in the wings. Yeah, on the right wing. And that's why I said sell Sterling, because what's the point? He's not better than Mudryk. He's not better than Cole Palmer. He's not better than Nkunku. When all these players are fit, where is Sterling going to play? He's an egotistical man on 325k a week who is not performing to a level a 325k a week player should be. How much is Mohamed Salah on? Let's have a look. One of the best players in the league, weekly wages. Let's have a look. That can't be right. Oh, God's sake. That can't be right. Okay, so Salah is reportedly on 350k a week, so 25,000 more than hang on, sorry, I've missed some stuff here. Sterling right, yeah, no, I don't like Sterling on the right. Imagine if we got Ange Postecoglou instead. We never wanted him, but he turned Tottenham around quickly. I mean, he's a great manager, and I think that Tottenham side was always full of good players. They just needed the right manager to come in and click. It would have been very different. I think our situation's a lot different than Tottenham, where Tottenham have a lot of established players just needing guidance. We have a lot of young players needing development. Is Gilbert Anoka still around? I've got no idea who that is. Or Jameer, Chelsea legend. I'm not looking at absolute idiot. Oh, don't get me started on that guy. What was he here for, man? Clearly not. He's not. No, I don't think he's still here. Once we buy, he took his money and dipped. Once we buy a top striker, we will sell Sterling. Sell Sterling, buy Osimhen. True, that's what I want to do. I think Angelo Gabriel will come back next season and Sterling gone. True. Sterling wanted to top scorer for Chelsea. I don't see that. No. If he does, he stays. Also, big shout out to you. Šeško is slightly under radar. Not many people know who he is. I've known about Šeško for a while now. I've been keeping an eye on him because I remember, I think it was last season he was linked to Chelsea and Manchester United. I think Manchester United were heavily linked to him, of course. When a big player's linked, or when a player's linked to Manchester United, you obviously look into him. And I saw what he brought to the table. I saw him playing. I saw the sound bites from his teammates saying, "Oh, he's better than Haaland." So I was pushing for De Ketelaere. True, but I think he's at AC Milan. I don't think he's that good. I think he's underperforming to the level he could really play at. But let's have a look here. Okay, no. But I'm just looking at Liverpool's wage bill here. So Diego Jota, arguably better than Sterling, 140,000. Darwin Núñez, far better, for 140,000. Darwin Núñez, 140,000. Dominic Szoboszlai, 120,000. Sterling's on over double that. Luis Diaz, 56,000. So stupid. Aslan's now he replaced Højlund. Interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you. Let's have a look at Man City's wage bill. I can't spell. Phil Foden, 225,000 a week. Jack Grealish is on 300,000, but I don't think he's that good. Julian Alvarez is on 100,000 a week, and look at the player he is. Jeremy Doku, 50,000. Let's have a look at the Spurs wage bill. Son's on 190,000 a week. That's it. James Maddison, 170,000. Kulusevski, 110. That's interesting. I didn't realise he was on that low. Still pissed we bought Lukaku over Haaland back then. Yeah, that pisses me off. I don't know what Marina. I swear it was Marina Granovskaya. She didn't want to bloody pay the big bucks, but she wanted to pay it for Danny Drinkwater and bloody Bakayoko. God's sake. And she spent 70 odd million on Kepa, but she didn't want to spend 150 on Haaland, who's literally one of the best players in the world. That annoys me every day. Imagine if we had signed Erling Haaland and not Lukaku. I think Tuchel's still be in a job. Genuinely. Marina needs to sneak back in. No, thank you. No, she's done enough. She's done enough. God. God. I don't think there'll be any subs made this half. Second half begins apparently, but I'm behind. Chelsea are now third in the league for big chances missed. That's via Squawker. I mean, that's what happens when you have bloody Nicholas Jackson and Raheem Sterling in the attack and not actual good players like Angelo Gabriel and Benjamin Šeško and actually half decent players. Chelsea coming out for the second half now. 1-0 Chelsea win. I would love it. Tuchel still be boss. Ziyech actually would have produced. Mount would have stayed. Sterling would never have been bought. How do you suggest we beat the deep block? Taking our time. You know, we're trying to force stuff right now, and it's just going straight into the feet of Brentford defenders, and then they mount a counter-attack. It leaves us vulnerable. Since Silva's not getting any younger and Fofana is always injured, what are your views on Antonio Silva? Maybe he can part. I am a massive fan of Antonio Silva. I did a video actually going over defensive targets on centre-backs targets, and while I was writing it, we signed Axel Disasi. I And I think Antonio Silva was number 1 on that list, along with players like Scalvini and such. I'm a big fan of Antonio Silva. Big fan. He's going to be like the next Ruben Diaz, I think, or one of those top level centre backs. So having him alongside Levi Colwill will be one of the best centre back partnerships the Premier League's ever seen. And I'm not overstating that. That is fact. I do love Antonio Silva. He's a very good player. Benfica. Again, so it'd be difficult to get him away from there, but the Portuguese league is famous for producing great talents. You know, Antonio Silva and, of course, the Portugal goalkeeper Diogo Costa, who I'm a massive admirer of. But, as I said, our goalkeeper situation is a bit strange. We got Sanchez. Georgia Petrovic was signed, but he's not played a minute yet. We got Bettinelli on the bench. Kepa is on loan. He'll most likely be sold. And then we got Gaga Slonina on the bench, on loan, who we expect to become one of the best players or one of the best goalkeepers in the league in a few years' time. But he's going to have like 50 odd loans before he gets to that level. Kind of similar to Courtois, but I mean, how is Slonina doing? Has he kept a clean sheet this season yet? I'm not saying that to be rude. Last time I checked, he hadn't kept a clean sheet yet. Slonina. All we need is Gabriel. Yeah, no, 9 matches. There's no clean sheets. Has he won a game yet? He's won 2 games. But it's a team game, not just the goalkeepers. So Slonina has a long way to go. Whereas someone like Diogo Costa, he's world class now, and he's quite young. Well, he's not quite. He's like early 20s, I think. So, but he started playing when he was like 16 years old. So he's one of those. He's like a Donnarumma basically, who although he's in his early 20s, he's been playing for a while. I actually wanted Donnarumma when he was available for free when he left AC Milan. Good ball then. Cucurella first time cross goes out for a Chelsea corner, I think, unless he's offside. Cucurella's having a good game. You know, again, we're lucky Man United didn't want to pay I think it was the £9 million loan fee that we were demanding. We're lucky that they said no. I quite like this haircut. It's working. Conor Gallagher on the set piece. If this was Brentford, I'd be very nervous. As I said, Brentford, probably their strongest... the strongest part of their game is their set pieces. And there's a counter-attack here building. And Burmo, big switch straight to Sanchez. Chelsea had the ball. 3 minutes 10 gone in the second half. Still 0-0. Chelsea searching for a goal, but it's going to be difficult with this attack. We need some... It's so stupid. What's annoying is the team doesn't even feel settled in terms of like what we need to bring in, who we need to bring in, and the players we brought in. A lot of them aren't really that good. Like Sanchez, he's had a few good games, but he's also had a few stinkers, and he's cost us a few points now through his mistakes that were his alone. Like Arsenal, he wasn't pressed heavily. He just played it straight to Declan Rice while miles off his own line. It was ridiculous. I'm really tired. We sleepwalking after half-time again. Yeah. If Brentford were a half-decent side, this would be 1-0. Saying that, Brentford have an attack here brewing. Down the right-hand side. Just picking Chelsea apart here with passes. Taking their time, not rushing anything. I knew this would be a stinker. Balls into the box! Good save! Good save from Robert Sanchez. Chelsea again caught sleeping. Brentford pressing very high here. Nearly win the ball back. Chelsea clear their lines. Jesus. That should have been 1-0 Brentford, I said. God's sake, man. Oh, fuck it. Eunice was right. Shout out Eunice, by the way. He was gonna do a watch long, but he's ill. Shout out Eunice for not doing this watch long, because I would have been tearing out my hair if I was Eunice right now. Chelsea just battling Brentford for the ball in the corner here, but they're not getting anywhere near. Who's down? Who's that down? Kai said it was down, but he's up now. Oh, he put in a late tackle. Probably going to get a booking, no? Is that on Wisser? Don't me. We always do this. We always come out of the second half just... No concentration. That's a good save from Sanchez, to be fair to the man. Oh my god. Mama, this tired. Oh god. I feel like Chelsea players. I just realised how awkwardly that is put on there. Oh dear. Do you guys does anyone play Fortnite here? I don't really play Fortnite. I used to play it loads, like loads. Every week this is what we expect after half. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous now. I don't really play it that much anymore. I play like a game every now and then, but apparently the old map's coming back, which is exciting. Poch needs to use the same system he used in the preseason 3-2-4-1. True. Stream's buffering a bit. True. It certainly works. We were playing really well in preseason, but then again in preseason we had Angelo Gabriel and Christopher Nkunku available. I must say though, Poch hasn't made a single good sub ever at the right time yet. Yeah, no, that's definitely one of his weaknesses, his decision making in terms of the substitutes. Cross into the box here, glances off a Chelsea header, and Brentford looking to mount a counter-attack, but Chelsea win the ball back and back to the keeper. But at the same time, the subs bench isn't that strong. I think the subs against Arsenal definitely killed us. Taking off Mudryk when he was probably our biggest threat going forward, and it kept the Arsenal defence quite low. They weren't pressing very highly, and so we were able to control a lot of the game because of their team shape was quite far back in the field. After Mudryk was taken off, they were able to press higher because they don't have that threat of the pace of McCallum Mudryk basically running in behind and going one-on-one with the keeper. So taking off Mudryk left us open, and it allowed the floodgates to open for Arsenal to start mounting attacks, and bish bash bosh, 2-2. We threw away a 2-goal lead, and that was a rookie error from. I mean, it shouldn't be a rookie error because he's been in the game how long now? Nearly a decade as a manager, if not a decade as a manager. Also, why not Enzo? I think he's either injured or he's taking time, or he's taking the game off just because he's had a newborn child. Just fair enough. Like, at the end of the day, football's a job. Although he is getting paid handsomely. Still, no money can replace the time you have with your newborn baby. Ball's shot forward. Brentford cross the ball in here. No issue though. Chelsea pick up the ball and looking to mount an attack here. I'm so tired. Well, no, my glasses are steamed up. Funny story. I actually didn't need glasses. Not funny story. Cha-ching, lol. Why are you saying cha-ching? What's happened? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I actually didn't need glasses until like last year. Like my eyes were like 20/20 vision, and then they just deteriorated overnight. Basically, it was horrific. It was really quite annoying and sad because I quite liked having good vision. I mean, I can live my day-to-day basis. I can read the chat quite easily. It's just long ranges. It's difficult to read, and of course, you get headaches. Yellow card to a sub. Ooh, Cucurella's wriggling on the floor here like Neymar in that one World Cup game. Referee's plodding along. The thumb. Ooh. Studs the Achilles of Cucurella. No wonder he's rolling around. That would be painful. Cole Palmer with a free kick in an interesting position, a crossing position. Substitute's been booked. What is he doing? My nose is itchy now as well. Is the atmosphere dead? Atmosphere's pretty dead. I mean, I don't blame the Chelsea fans. To be fair, this is a pretty shit game. I knew it'd be shit. Neil Maupay got booked. Neil Maupay, you're a cheat. I hope Brighton get relegated. Sun Tzu, for those of you who don't know, that's Sun Tzu. Ball whips in. Finds Jackson. Noni Madueke with the ball outside the box here. Finds Jackson again. Jackson. Fuck me. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? What was that? What are we doing here? That was a good chance and bloody Jackson just... Oh. You're saying 1-0. I don't believe you. Neil Maupay, you're a cheat. He just ran on the field, kicked the ball when Cole Palmer was about to take a free kick. What was he thinking? Oh. I'm not looking at the chat. Chelsea pressing high up here. Brentford breaking through the press. Counter-attack here. Oh. Turns Cucurella. Is that a free kick or just a throw-in? I think it's a throw-in. I'm not looking at the chat. I haven't seen what's happening in the chat. Someone said 1-0. I don't know who to. I don't believe it. Brentford with the ball here outside the Chelsea box. Ball's going to be crossed in. High cross in. And 1-0 Brentford. One 0 Brentford. Who was it who put the money on Chelsea to win? Who was it? Someone put money on Chelsea to win. Someone, Big Man Lewis, you silly boy. Big Man Louis, sorry. Silly boy. And, I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Brentford were going to score a goal. Chelsea, absolute toothless in front of goal. Oh, it's deserved. Why don't Poch make subs at the right time? Because he's naive and he's an idiot. And he's just sat down now. He's not really doing anything. He's just got his arms crossed. Looked a bit miffed off. So, after fucking up the Arsenal game, Cole Palmer, good ball into Sterling. Sterling has absolutely no idea how to control the ball because he's a fucking idiot. Time to give Sterling the ball and force a pen. He'd probably get booked for diving. Cucurella ball into the box. Cross in. Fucking hell, man. And now Chelsea are playing with some fluidity. They're playing with some tenacity. When they go 1-0 down, that's when they kick into gear. Well, it's too late, guys, because you're not going to score because you've got Nicholas Jackson at striker. You can finish the sandwich. Yeah, there's no way we score other than a penalty. Yeah, no. That's what happens when you don't buy a striker. Fucking idiots. I'm taking these headphones off. I'm not listening to this fucking crowd. I'm not listening to the Brentford fans having fun. Ah, what a bunch of fucking morons. I absolutely despise 12:30 kickoffs on Saturday. I hate them. I hate them. They're the worst. I think James should come on. Cole to the left to create hopefully. I mean, it should have come on at half-time. I think you need to make a video about Chelsea's backroom staff structure from top management, like the sporting directors to portfolio assistants, like who looks after that. Good idea. I'll write that down, actually. Write that down. What is this? Brilliant. Cheers, Kaz. That's cheered me up. Okay, so the game's afoot today. Ottoman looking mighty tasty in January. Toad, I'll donate. Yeah, sure. I'll donate as well. I put my life savings into that. Okay, so video ideas. I've got a folder where I just put video ideas in. So whenever I have an idea, just write it down so I make that video. Detailing backroom stuff. Cool. Good idea. Actually, would be good to break them down and even Infinite Athletes because I'm in the USA and they seem shady to us too. I mean, I made a video when it was announced that they were sponsoring us, and I looked over their social media pages and literally they had been created like the day we managed the day they signed the 50 million how much was it pound sponsorship. I looked at their social media, they had like 100 followers. I'm just thinking, how the bloody hell is a company like that has enough money to just splash 20-something or 40-something million pounds on a football club sponsorship? And they have, I mean, social media isn't everything, but you think a massive company that's able to do that would have more than I would have more followers than them. I'm no big fish. It just looked really shady, and I got a lot of shit saying, I didn't do my research, and then it turned out, actually, no, they were dodgy, but hey-ho, that's just how it goes sometimes. "62 minutes gone. Yo, Reese coming in. I hope so. They should take 15 long shots. One will go in, nothing else working. I mean, Onumadueke nearly had a long shot go in. Reece James is coming on. He should have come on at half-time. Jensen's coming off for Brentford. Is Onyeka. I think you should make a video on Roman era. Not many people covered it. I could do that. It's an interesting piece of Chelsea's history. Probably one of the most important pieces of Chelsea's history. Oh. Cole Palmer catches the ball in the box. Goes down, looking for a penalty, but it's out for a corner. Wait, I see out problem. Where the heck is our right back? No Gusto, no James, but Alex Disasi, not even Colwell, left back, Kukurea, right back. Yeah, I know, it was weird. I mean, Colwell's playing at his natural position, left centre back, so we can't really complain there. And Kukurea's playing at his natural position, left back, but not starting James or Gusto in this game and starting Axel Disasi is just stupid. He lacks the creativity those players can bring, which has left our chances weaker than what they would usually be. But this is going to end 1-0. This is going to end 1-0 Brentford. There's no way this team's going to score a goal. Absolutely no way. God, I hate this. That's a foul, ref. Chelsea have an interesting position for a free kick here. Just outside the corner of the goalkeeper box. Yeah, tactically this is a bad lineup from Poch. Yeah, we don't... Yeah, no. Everyone knew when the team leaks were coming in that this was going to be a stinky, shitty game. Cole Palmer is having to drop so deep because no one else is doing anything. Yeah, no. It's because Enzo's not there. I think this just shows, just generally Pochettino's naivety when it comes into this game. He's been tactically outclassed by Thomas Frank. Something's just happened. I don't know if there's been a goal. What time is it? Ian Matson has come on. So Disasi's come off and Noni Madueke's come off. Madueke did nothing except for that one shot. Brilliant. Oh dear me. He wasn't cheap either. How much was Noni Madueke? I didn't like it when he was signed because I thought we should have spent the money on more pressing issues than Noni Madueke. Let's have a look at this. 30 million euros. Yeah, stupid. That's stupid. For what we got, that's ridiculous. That gives you 2 Kendrick Pires. Like James and Madueke need to get some chemistry. Yeah. I'm just not happy. I'm just not happy with this. Well, on comes James and Matson. Let's see what happens. I'm not very happy. I'm not happy. Why take him off after you pulled a Sassy? Why do I take who off? Madueke? Oh, Christ. This is shit. 22 minutes left, 23 minutes left. 1-0 Brentford. Who saw this coming? Right wings need to have some support for their right backs, and Disasi wasn't giving... Yeah, no. It's because he's a centre-back, not a right-back. I don't know what Pochettino was thinking. Got Palmer caught in possession there. James gives you that, yeah, true. This entire game is a shit show, man. It's just poor. But we had this under Potter. We had this under Lampard. We had this under Tuchel. I don't know what it is. Like you'd never see Man City playing like this. Nor Liverpool. Imagine we got Nagelsmann. Imagine. Be right back. I need to smoke. I can't function anymore. No worries, man. Can't wait for Osimhen. Oh, he'd be so nice. He'd be so nice. I just hope he doesn't go. If he signs another contract or he goes to like a Real Madrid or an Arsenal, world's worst day. This team's ass. Chelsea have a 6% win probability, 24% draw, 70% win probability for Brentford. 6% chance we win this game. That's more points dropped. No, man, questions need to be asked. This is ridiculous. Because we were playing well. We were playing well for a period of time. And now we've gone back. Now we've recessed. How have we gone back this far in development? Bye, guys. I just can't handle this. I'll go cry. Yeah, no worries, man. People are dipping out of the stream. That's fine. I'll be playing box midfield or not. I'm not able to watch the live match as I just came here to London a couple of weeks ago. Nice. Welcome, Karen. I'm not in London, but welcome. I'm an international student, and oh god, things are expensive here. Yeah. I was in London for a few days, for my 18th birthday, and bloody hell. Let's just say that, bloody hell. Looks like Palmer's playing left wing now, Sterling at cam, Matson at right wing. It's a shit show, honestly. Brentford on the box here. Chelsea win the ball back. It's just looking horrendous. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chelsea fans just started walking out. You know what? Nicholas Jackson needs to fix up. Shushing a Chelsea fan, asking him why he's not scoring. He needs to show that he can prove himself. He's worth it. No, I'm not. No, I'm 20. I turned 20 in June. So I went for my 18th birthday in 2021. Which was 2 years ago. Oh dear, Poch not looking too happy. Chelsea have 92% possession in the last 10 minutes. And we can't do anything with it. Do you know why? Because we started Madueke. And we started Raheem Sterling. And Nicholas Jackson. And this whole team's just shit. And Disasi. No right back. Players out of their natural position. No Enzo. That's unavoidable. He's either injured or he just wasn't available. No Mudryk. Okay, that's fine. But that doesn't excuse the whole team playing like shit. You look much mature. Yeah. I think it's because the glasses and the. I wouldn't even call it a beard. But yeah. Young and lol. Name your favorite Chelsea player growing up. Eden Hazard. Unfortunately, growing up, I didn't have access to watching football games a lot. We didn't have Sky. We didn't have BT. We didn't have anything really. The only Chelsea games I could really watch were FA Cup games. But I wish I'd been able to start watching Chelsea when I was younger, so I could actually watch players like Drogba, of course, and Frank Lampard and John Terry. Well, I still remember them playing, but I wasn't able to watch many games. Well, I wasn't able to watch any game really, which is really frustrating. Torres and Robin, brilliant player. Torres, interesting player. Obviously scored that brilliant goal against Barcelona to take Chelsea to, I think it was the final, the Champions League, when Gary Neville made an interesting sound. But yeah, no, I quite like Eden Hazard. He was just fantastic. I quite liked Oscar as well. I had a thing for Oscar, not that kind of thing, but I thought he was a great player, and I was quite annoyed when he went to China when China Super League was like the original Saudi league basically. Yeah. I mean, my favorite player in this Chelsea team is probably Mudryk, and then Reece James, then Enzo. But when Kendra Pires comes through, I'll be a massive. Well, I am a massive Kendra Pires fan. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into that Pires video and made sure that it was as good as it was because I wanted to honour him basically. Penalty. I still have a Costa poster. Oh, Diego Costa was brilliant, man. Probably the last really good striker we had. We've had a lot of strikers since then. You know, Morata, Gonzalo Higuain, Lukaku, Batshuayi. I'm missing loads, aren't I? Nicholas Jackson, of course, Amanda Breuer. None of these players come close to someone like Diego Costa. Handball. You guys like a week ahead of me. Okay, let's have a look here. Apparently there's a handball coming up. Let's have a look. Oh! Hang on. That definitely came off an arm. Chelsea still have possession. Well, the VAR, we were checking that. They always do reviews on that kind of stuff. They're always doing reviews. You don't always see it, but they all... I did that... well, I covered it in my VAR video. They're always working. They're always checking stuff. Is the referee going to delay the play here? Actually, no. I think that comes off his chest. Werner, Havertz, Tammy... Oh, Tammy Abraham was shit. Werner wasn't that good. He was more of like a left forward, if you want to. This is shit. Still 1-0. We've had a lot of strikers and none of them have really come good. And I'm seeing people say don't buy Osimhen because what if we have a repeat of Lukaku? Lukaku was a very specific situation, and that Lukaku's just a shit player. You know, Osimhen, he's done it in Liga, and he's done it in Serie A. He was, sorry, I keep scratching my nose. He's one of the best players in Serie A. And he's a fantastic player in front of goal, and he's got, I think, it's far higher non-penalty goals than Ivan Toney. But yeah, one of the best strikers in the world, and we should pay the big bucks to get him. Do you have any better manager in your mind if Pochettino doesn't work at Chelsea? Pochettino's sacking is very unrealistic now, but still, Julian Nagelsmann. But now he's coaching Germany. He won't leave there for a while. Hansi Flick is available now. I'm a big fan of Hansi Flick. Ruben Amorim, I did a breakdown for him during the whole Chelsea manager fiasco. He's quite a good manager, good man manager. I think he won Sporting their first league title in many, many years, in nearly 20 years. So, and he brought through players like Ugarte and such. Apparently, Carlo Ancelotti's still a Chelsea fan, but I don't know if his tactics would shape up well in the Premier League in today's day and age. I said Nagelsmann would have been perfect, and that's why that video did so well, because he was literally the perfect manager for Chelsea. But things didn't work out. Yeah, we are losing this one. This is going to be a 1-0 loss, a shitty little 1-0 loss on a start off my Saturday morning, afternoon, whatever. Flick or De Zerbi, but never speak with... Yeah, no, I'd rather Flick. I don't want to deal with Brighton again. Such a scummy club. Such a scummy club. Absolute scum. Always posting shit with, like, Colwell as well. I imagine if we did that with João Felix. I imagine, like, basically every other post was just João Felix when he's at Barcelona. Or João Felix scored this goal. Or here's João Felix with Reece James. And like, what are you doing? Move on. Do you know why? It's because that club's never won a major trophy. Ooh, Caicedo could be in trouble there. Yellow card for Moises Caicedo. Yeah, I have wake up at 6 a.m. here to watch us play. Like, oh, I feel for you, man. I could have slept. I would have just slept through. I have a 6-year-old. Come on. Get in. Arsenal scored 6 goals from this point. 2 goals from this point. Come on, Chelsea, do it. Well, the difference is Arsenal have Martinelli in attack and Saka and Gabriel Jesus, players who can actually score. But this is just dire. There's Reece James came on. Matson's come on. I haven't noticed them. Why not play David Washington? Why not try out David Washington for the last 10 minutes? It's not like Nicholas Jackson is doing anything. Why couldn't I have been a massive tennis fan? Why did I have to choose Chelsea? I'd be so much happier supporting like Emma Raducanu or bloody Andy Murray or something. This is getting so frustrating to watch. This is like Graham Potter football. This is Graham Potter football right now. Try out someone, please, Poch. He's too stubborn. We're not winning this game, no. And we knew we weren't going to win this game when that team sheet came out. We all knew this was going to be an absolute shocker. Oh, Christ, on a bike. You need an NFL team, lol. I mean, I watched the NBA. I watched Boston Celtics. I had quite a good game against the Knicks actually the other day. When's the next match? Is it tonight? I know in basketball they play quite regularly. Maybe there was one last night and I missed it because I'm an absolute idiot. Oh! David Washington's coming on. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Thank you. Okay, my prayers have been answered. Sorry, I think I've just deafened like 9 people. UFC, big UFC fan. I love the UFC. I've been watching it for many years. Oh, they played last night. Fuck. Well, we won last night. Fuck. It's because they play like every few days. And I'm not used to their schedule. Poch wants to get fired. Yo, yes, let's go, David. Let's go, David Washington. Let's go. Washington and Ugochukwu replacing Kukurin. So we're going all out. We're going all out for the attack here. Come on, David Washington. Come on. I want to see some bicycle kick screamers. Come on. We need someone like Tuchel who implements a clear system where the players are instructed of particular roles, and not someone like Potter or Lampard. True. Someone like Pep Guardiola, who each player know exactly what their role is. In this, it just feels up in the air what they're going to do next. Classic Chelsea game, dominate the first half. The opponent score 1 goal, then part the bus, and then we can't. Yeah, classic Chelsea. Why are Kuku and Caicedo coming off? To make way for more attacking players. Sometimes too much of a rotation also kills players. True. It means that they're not able to find any rhythm. They're not able to get used to each other's rhythm, basically. So it is counterintuitive to what he's trying to achieve, but that's Pochettino. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really want him. That's why one of the reasons why originally there was no Pochettino breakdown. It only happened after he had signed for Chelsea, basically. I mean, he's a Spurs manager at the end of the day. Sometimes Jackson looks frustrating to watch. Are we the only team that's so shit against low blocks? Absolutely. It's the way we set up. I watched quite a good video explaining how Man City are so effective at breaking low blocks down, and Chelsea are so ineffective. And it's basically down to the fact that Chelsea is shit. No, it's basically down to the fact that Man City's attack is far more. I was about to say versatile. Man City's attack is far more dynamic in terms in the pockets of space that they're able to enter and the players that they have at their disposal. Whereas Chelsea, they're kind of man to man when it comes to coming against low blocks, and you always want to outnumber the low blocks to give yourself the extra passing lane. But Chelsea have chucked on basically every attacking player we have, which is one. We definitely need a new striker. True. That's a Chelsea throw in. 8 minutes to go. Someone mentioned that Chelsea players don't run upstairs. That's why so many injuries. We aren't building up their core. Seriously look into it. I saw that as the leaked DM messages with apparently Trevor Chalobah's personal trainer. I don't know if they were real or not. I did report on them, but I mean, it would make sense. It sounds legit. I don't know. But then I'm not a sports personal trainer or whatever. I'm not a sports scientist. Good ball in. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's just down to Pochettino. It's his team. He chose this team. We come out in the second half. Irish guy was right. 1-0 Brentford. Yeah, probably. We came out in the second half even worse than we did in the first half. So I wonder what is he saying to those players at half time? What is he saying to them? He just waffles probably about barbecues and his time when he was at Espanyol. Like, you're not getting Arteta. These are not the fucking standards, guys. You're not getting that. Imagine if we had Hansi Flick, man. Or Julian Nagelsmann. And you can't always just point to the manager, but in this instance, you have to. Nicholas Jackson's here. Let's see what we can do with the ball. Falls over, wins the foul. Yellow card. Actually, no, that shows I'm a UFC fan. Sean O'Malley. Oh dear. We need a goal. True. If Palmer becomes too good, he probably will want to return to City. True. True. Another season without European football then? Probably. And then we will be heavily hit with FFP stuff, which means we won't be able to sign the players we need to actually make us a decent side, which means we'll just continue to fall lower and lower down the table and return into the next Crystal Palace. But hey ho, that's what happens when you bring in Pochettino. So we can Def Talk UFC. Try me. I mean, John Jones is now out, and Stephen Miocic is not going to be fighting. Who you got in the main event? Tom Aspinall or... Why am I blanking on this guy's name? Why am I blanking on this guy's name? He's really scary. It's the Russian big guy. Sergey Pavlovich, of course. Pavlovich. He knocked out, I think he knocked out Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa, did he not? Pavlovich? Oh, fuck my head. I hate this team. Oh, God, my head. Oh, what is this headache? What is this? Tom Aspinall. Interesting. What you say about O'Malley? Brilliant fighter, great striker. His wrestling's actually fairly decent considering his frame. Like when he got taken down by Yan, he was always able to get back up, and Yan's a really good wrestler. What do you mean, what the fuck? What's happened? What do you mean, how? What happened? What's happened? Oh no, everyone's clowning on Washington on the live chat of the... Oh no. I hate this fucking team, man. Why did we not get a fucking striker? Sterling on the left, cuts inside, finds Matson. Matson to Ugochukwu. Chaga Silva, ball in. Oh my god. I can't, man. I can't. This sucks. Oh god, I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, spend $1 billion and only 30 million on the striker. Red card to Jesus Perez. Everyone's gone insane in the live chat. Is it 2-0? Is it 2-0? That should have been 2-0. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, 4 against 1. That should be 2-0. Fuck this team, man. Honestly, as a Chelsea fan, it's time we accept we got young players still growing. No need to get disappointed if they make mistakes. We will keep... Yeah, but we spent $1 billion on players. That's their fault for buying so many young players. That should be 3-0. That should be 3-0. We spent so much money and we haven't brought in any decent striker or any person who's a well-known goal scorer for the attack. Easy £20 for the bookies. No one knows how to cross higher than an ankle. Yeah, no. What is going on in training? It's mad how we can look so good against Arsenal and then we come up against Brentford and just get tactically outclassed by Thomas Frank. I hate this team. 6 out of minutes. Good number 9, yeah. I mean, that's putting it lightly. Probably need Ronaldo and Nazario at this point. Oh, God. Why did I get up early for this? Just falls over. You know what, I'm going to take off my glasses so I don't have to see this in good quality. If I squint hard enough, then it might look like Chelsea are winning. We do need to go Lara Frostman, but we won't. We won't. We'll probably buy another 5-year-old from Brazil for 600 billion. Am I right in saying this is on Poch? It's his tactics. It's his substitutions. It's his team sheet. Yeah, ref's been shit this game as well, but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse for what's transpired here today. How many home games have we lost this season? Or have we failed to get a win this season? So, we beat Brighton in the Cup. We lost to Aston Villa at home. We lost Nottingham Forest at home. We beat Wimbledon at home. We beat Luton at home. And we drew to Liverpool at home. So we've won... 1, 2... We won 3 games at home. That being against Luton, Wimbledon and Brighton in the Cup. Ain't no way we're blaming Poch for Jackson and Sterling's lack of precision. No. We are blaming Poch. This is his tactics. It was his team sheet. It was his shitty substitutions. Once again, late decisions. We came out in the second half sleeping. What was he saying to them at the half time? It's the director signing these unknown players. True, but then again, Pochettino did have a say in that, and he gave the go-ahead. He could have said yes or no. He could have pushed harder for players like Osimhen. He could have pushed harder for players like Šeško. He could have pushed harder for Santiago Jimenez. I train like shit, and that's the only reason why we play. Look at how Man City train. Yeah, Bayern under. Don't forget the braids. I don't think the braids have anything to do with it. It's just a haircut, but I mean, I saw like Nicholas Jackson and another player, I can't remember exactly who, was like getting specific haircuts for this game. They should have just bloody shaved their heads. Focus on your bloody training and focus on your finishing and not your haircuts. Again, exactly. Disasi played right back. He started Disasi at right back over Malo Gusto and fucking Reece James. What is this clown doing? Two 0 2-0. It's not surprising. I haven't seen it. Gallagher's in the box here. It's 4 minutes 11. 94-14. Sterling's got the ball here. See what he does with it. Cross in. Forgets that there's absolutely no one to score. Reece James. Shot against the Brentford defender. Robert Sanchez. Petrol starts in this game. Petrovic, where was Madrid? Madrid was injured. Is it 2-0? No, it's 2-0. Mbuemo. I told you Mbuemo would be fucking important for Brentford. Oh dear. Sanchez just fell over. And that's 2-0. Hey, you may have scored at Stamford Bridge, but at least I still got hair, mate. Well, thank God we have the Spurs manager. And of course, in the Spurs DNA, they are known for winning. Oh, he's offside. Oh, he's still bold. Where's your hairline gone? Where's your hairline gone? He's onside. Or was it just because he was behind the keeper? Pochettino, I'm gonna guess after the game he's going to say, "Oh, this is a process." Is that full time? That's full time. Is that full time? That's full time. Cool. Okay, so Chelsea lose 2-0 at home to Brentford. Let's stop the timer there. Okay. Stop. Reset to close. Okay, so what do you want to say? What do you want to say? Chelsea are shit. That was shit. I don't know. I don't know why I expected anything better, to be fair. The whole team played like ass. Cucurella was good in moments. The attack just had absolutely no threat behind it. Madueke had one good chance, and then that was it for the game. There was just nobody up front who could make anything happen. Starting to Sassy at right back instead of, an actual right back. Maybe that wasn't the wisest decision. Sanchez, can't really put too much on Sanchez. I think it's time to start Petrovic. We've signed him for a reason. Reece James came on, didn't really do much, but it's not really his fault considering he's had so much time out and we're up against it. By that point, they'd already sat back. And this is exactly what happens with Chelsea. We come out sleepwalking in the second half, as you said. And 32 people now watching. Fantastic. This is the most I've watched a stream, and of course it's at the lowest point. Cool. So, listen, we come out in the second half. Heads are low, sleepwalking, there's no concentration, and then they score. At that point, all they need to do is sit back and defend. And Brentford are a very capable defensive side. They have a very strong, very tall, very physical back line. Not to mention the fact that they have quite a strong overload in the midfield as well. So they will win the midfield battles and they will win the defensive battles against a team that can't attack to save its life, especially when you lose players like Mikhail Mudryk, Enzo Fernandez, because then that caused players like Cole Palmer to drop deeper. And that just left us without any attacking threat going forward, and we were screwed from the very start. So, my final word for this game was classic Chelsea. Nothing's changed. Don't believe Pochettino. Don't believe the players. If he says it's a process and the players need time, then I am going to have a bath with a toaster. Seriously though, this is seriously, this is rock bottom. I'm just playing with my phone now because if I don't, then I'll put my head through this desk. Honestly, it's terrible times as a Chelsea fan. But that's how it's going this season. I think this is the worst start to a season in many years now. I think I saw something like since 1994 or something. So yeah, brilliant, fantastic. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we spent the billion on the players we did. You know, Moises Caicedo was very quiet today. In fact, he had quite a poor game. Even picked up a yellow card, and £150 million sounds a bit stupid when at the start of the summer window, if we had got Ugarte, that would have been fantastic. We would have got Ugarte all wrapped up for what, a quarter, not a third of that, nearly a third of that, less than half of that. That would have been all sorted. Then we wouldn't have had to worry about finding a good partner for Enzo Fernandez for the majority of the window, and we would have spent that time finding a striker. But hey ho, that's what happens when you are idiots and you don't take your chances in the transfer window when they come to you. Let's see what the live chat's saying. Okay. If Disasi was to play today, Poch should have played the back three to match Brentford. Georgie needs to play. I just can't understand what could possibly be the key for us playing good football, having a strong side, basically. Poch was to blame for that, absolutely. I think Chelsea fans are a bit delusional, thinking that we are going to cook. We obviously in a rebuild phase, and the young player still growing. Yeah, bro, but yeah, but what about the fucking games against? What about the games against Burnley and the games against Fulham and the games against Brighton, the games against Arsenal where we were beating Arteta's Arsenal 2-0 for the majority of the game? It was only after Pochettino made a stupid decision to take off Mudryk, which then allowed the Arsenal defense to press higher, and then allowed them to get the goal. Oh, fucking hell. And then there's no excuse for that. I don't want to hear this rebuild. I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear. I'm just saying it how it is. I don't want to say. I don't want to hear this rebuild stuff because we've been hearing this for ages. When we play well, we're okay. Okay. What is the difference between us playing well and us playing badly? We're still in a rebuild for both of them. Let's see the booze after the game. Stupid choice for getting Sanchez up top. Tactics, I mean, it was 1-0. If anything can happen, Alisson scored for Liverpool, so that is what it is. We need tougher teams to play well. I mean, Brentford are a strong side. Well, they haven't been a strong side. 40 now watching. They haven't been a strong side this season, but they've been a relatively strong side for the majority of the seasons that they've been in the Premier League. They've had a horrific start to the league, somehow worse than ours, and yet they comfortably beat us 2-0. Why? Because they set up they went out onto the field with a proper idea of actually how to win the game. Chelsea, we just kind of chucked a team out there and hoped for the best. Where are Brentford now in the league? Let's have a look at the table. Brentford are now 10th. Brentford in that game went from 14th, I think, to 10th. They have overtaken Chelsea. Chelsea in 10 games have 12 points. That is the same as Crystal Palace. West Ham are above us. Brighton are above us. Manchester, no, we're just doing shit, man. People are holding signs. Easy teams, we don't do shit. I know because easy teams, what they do is they park the bus and we have no idea how to break down a low block. So that's what we need to do. I don't know, but the fans are holding up signs. So, any team that isn't top 6, we can't compete against. That makes no sense. It kind of does, as I said, the low block. Teams that aren't as good as the usual top 6, they play a low block. And we obviously have massive struggles against playing against the low block. And so that then when they do get chances and they usually take them because they have stronger attacks than us, then that's where we lose games. Noni needed more help at right back. I'll let James play with him a bit, yeah, but Noni didn't help himself either, to be fair. I'm honestly done for this season. We'll start watching when Nkunku is back. I think Nkunku is back late November, early December. Should have just signed Ange Postecoglou. Massive mistake in hindsight. Sleepwalk in the second half as usual, and would not have done this well with us, honestly. Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, Ange Postecoglou, the reason he's done so well at Spurs is because they have a relatively decent side when it comes to the players, whereas we have a relatively new side. The players don't really know how to play alongside each other, and a lot of them are coming to the league for the first time, or they're just young. You know, Spurs have players like Kulusevski, Heung-min Son, James Maddison to put the goals into the back of the net. Even Richarlison, although I don't really rate Richarlison that much, he's still an attacking force that's well experienced in the Premier League. Whereas Chelsea, we've got Nicholas Jackson, who scored I think 12 goals for Villarreal, but I think before he had his, I think it was like 7 or 8 goal run during the month of, I think, May. Before that, he had like 3 or 4 or 5 goals for the entire season. So he's not a prolific goal scorer. I don't know why he was brought in to be that. I don't know if it was just for the song, so we could use "Hello, Sorry, Miss Jackson" or whatever. Should have signed more proven players. True, his team just has more experience in depth. Yep. P.S. This was the one game during this deadly in a row before there was when that was just changed. 10. Get Nicholas Jackson out of the club. What the fuck is wrong with this fan base? We lose to Brentford. Oh, hang on. Have I skipped past? No. What the fuck is wrong with this fan base? We lose to Brentford, and now we lose confidence in everyone. Come on, people. That's just how it goes, mate. If you watch Chelsea today, I don't know how you can have any confidence that we're in a good position as it is as a club when the manager is making those decisions at half time and not bringing on players like Reece James earlier and could have changed the complexion of the match. And obviously could have during the halftime team talk could have actually inspired them a little bit to not come out in the second half as bloody zombies. Teams don't just turn a corner and then win every game. Lol. Anyone that's actually played a sport knows this. Consistency takes time. True, but it doesn't. That's still not an excuse for what we've seen these past few games. Like, it's just not. Losing is one thing, but the team showed no spirit at all. Exactly. That highlights it perfectly. Losing is one thing. If you actually try to win the game and they catch you on the counter-attack, that's unlucky. There was absolutely no drive. There was no hope from this side to actually win the game. There was no pattern of play that could end in a goal. There was just nothing. We were really poor today, but it doesn't mean all is lost. By that logic, Arsenal are worse than Brentford as we drew with them, but then Brentford beats us. Well, we played fairly well against Arsenal. We had players like Enzo Fernandez starting. We had players like Mykhailo Mudryk starting. We were playing in a fairly decent setup. As I said, Mudryk is a massive game changer for us, and losing him was a big loss, but you should still expect a manager like Mauricio Pochettino, who's been in the game for a long time and who's coached teams like PSG, and he did fairly well. He didn't win much, in fact, he didn't win anything with Spurs, but he did fairly well considering it was Spurs. And sorry, I just got my first ever super chat. What the hell? Is Gallagher is not creative at all? You agree? Thank you so much. Is that Yen? Thank you so much, AJ. That was my first ever super chat. Thank you so much. What was I saying? That's just completely thrown me off. Wow. Losing is one thing, but this team showed no spirit at all, and that's when it really hurts. If you actually look like you tried, then decent. Ryan FC is right. Young players lack consistency. Aren't we the youngest team in the league? We're one of the youngest teams in the league, but that doesn't excuse the poor performances, in my opinion. Caicedo, he should have played far better. He's 150 million pounds for God's sake. Never has there ever been a £1 billion wasted like this in the history of humankind. True, but we don't know how the youth players we brought in for half that is going to perform in the future. So emotional and reactive. Not really. Jackson terrible. All these football explosives come out when we lose. These people were hyping us up when we won those last few games. Have clearly no knowledge of how sports in general work. I mean, maybe they're just emotional football fans. We need striker Victor. We need striker Victor Osimhen. We can score goal. He will be on the market. Just go and get him. I would do many things for Victor Osimhen. He'd be fantastic, and he'd actually put chances into the back of the net. Striker needed easily. Yeah, absolutely. Nicholas Jackson's just not good enough. He should be a backup striker. He should be an impact sub, and there's nothing wrong with being an impact sub. You look at teams like Manchester City, some of the games Julian Alvarez didn't start last season, and he came on and he changed the game. He's a fantastic player, and that's exactly what Nicholas Jackson could be. Boniface of Bayer Leverkusen, he's a good player. Nicholas Jackson is garbage. No passion, no aggression. If we had a Ugarte and maybe a proven number 9, we might be okay. True. Striker won't do anything. We weren't playing to any striker strengths in this match. No, but we do create chances now. We do create a lot of big chances, and a lot of the time it is the strikers that miss the big chances. Is Gallagher not creative at all? You agree? I think Gallagher's fairly creative, but the thing about Gallagher is technically he's not up there with the likes of Enzo Fernandez, and technically he's not up there with the likes of Cole Palmer. He brings tenacity, I'll give him that, but Yeah. True, our passion wasn't there today, and that isn't good enough. Gallagher has a place in the side. It's just I don't know if he'd be starting every game. True, our passion wasn't there today, and that isn't good enough. Yeah, doesn't matter. Gallagher is a workhorse. He doesn't have to be creative. True, that's what I said. He provides that tenacity, and he provides that energy in the midfield. Hello, Sith Builder. How you doing? If this goes on for Jackson, he's going to lose confidence, and we're going to have another Timo Werner in hand. Well, if he gets another haircut, I'm sure he'll be fine. To be fair, Timo Werner, we got behind Timo Werner because actually Timo Werner looked like he cared. It's a good day. It's a good day. Noy is starting, and it's my birthday. But Kimmich red card. Oh, okay. Are you I can't talk. Are you a Bayern Munich fan, Sith Builder? Bayern. They're a good side. I quite liked watching them when Hansi Flick was there, and of course Nagelsmann. Gallagher isn't meant to be creative. He's just there to break up play. True, but then again, he's playing. I mean, he was playing in a more advanced role today, even though he should have been really supporting Caicedo more in that midfield battle. We were reactionary. To think we were back like all our boys, like all our boys. One season, Wonders FC, Caicedo. One season, Enzo. One season, Mudryk. One season, Jackson. Half season, Palmer. One season. Palmer's quite good. Enzo Fernandez is quite good. We missed him today, and Mudryk is fantastic. We played well first half. Therefore, deserved to win, but same problem as usual. We can't put the ball into the back of the net, and that will forever be the problem until we buy a decent striker. I said this on a Chelsea Space in August, and I was mocked. I think that Jackson should be more of a 10 creator, not a prolific 9. I just don't think he should be playing at all at the moment. Your thoughts on Lautaro Martinez? Good striker, linked to him in the summer. I personally didn't want him ahead of players like Šeško and Osimhen, but I think he's a decent striker. Chelsea won the first half, and that's all. Yeah, but we didn't score. So it meant nothing. Question mark. I don't know about Gallagher. He's like a box to box, and he has a massive work rate, but that's it, I guess. And he, like I said, he has a role in the team, whether that's an impact sub. I just don't think he should be starting over the likes of like Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer and Caicedo. And Lavia when he comes back. Question, what is our plan to break down low blocks? We don't have one. That's our problem. We don't have a plan to break down low blocks. Lautaro the Legend. I don't think we played that bad. Brentford just stifled everything we threw at them. True. But we did play bad in passages. Like after the second half, we were, as I said, people were saying in the chat, sleepwalking zombies, basically. So, yeah. I believe Lautaro could be the next Aguero. Could be, although, how old is he now? So, how old is Lautaro? I swear he's like in 27, 28 years old. Lautaro Martinez. Let me just quickly double check his age. Lautaro Martinez age. 26. Okay, so I thought he was actually younger. Has anyone seen a target header from a dead ball all season? We got 0 aerial threat also, but we win so many corners and free kicks. Well, that's where Osimhen would come in. Osimhen's a fantastic player at winning headers and put them into the back of the net. He's really good at aerial duels. YB, after the last games, I thought this game would be a must-win for us, but this performance is just worrying. True. Quick take. Who would you like as our new striker? My top 3 is Victor Osimhen, Benjamin Šeško, and I need to think about this because I need to say this one that's actually decent. That won't get me ridiculed. Oh, Dusan Vlahovic, of course. I keep forgetting about Dusan Vlahovic. Cassidy is tenacious as Gallagher, but is far more creative. I haven't seen too much of him play at Leicester. I've heard good things. I'm sure he'll be assessed come the January window, see if he should be brought back or not. What do you think about Ivan Toney? I think he's got a gambling problem, and he's not as professional as I would like him to be. He's a very good striker, but with those with those factors against him, that means that there's better options on the market, in my opinion. Need a whole revolution on tactics. The only team that can't break down low blocks. True, but with Pochettino, you got a very stubborn manager there. Tony to Arsenal confirmed. I wish. Your videos are amazing. You should do live more often. Thank you so much. Thank you. I actually quite enjoyed today, considering it was actually a shit show. Oh no, I just met my favourite coaster. But no, I would like to start doing like. I mean, I play FIFA quite a lot, probably too much, so I may as well try and make some entertainment out of that. And I had let's just say, not a very fun foot champ, so I'm sure you guys would have enjoyed watching me not have fun with. Kappa, also, this Sterling guy has way too big of an ego. He thinks he is Messi or something. At least put some effort in, man. Yeah, for what he brings to the side and the lack of stuff, and the lack of... I'm taking these headphones off, there's no need to wear them. For what he doesn't bring to the side, he certainly acts like he brings a lot. Guirassy, yeah, he's had a good start to the season. I like a more proven striker though. That's why we need. Okay, he's had a very strong start to the season this season. But like, you look at players like Almiron, they have good seasons, but it could just be that case. Guirassy or Vlahovic. That's why we need a backup striker. If we had a backup striker that actually isn't injured 95% of the time, that would push Jackson to be at his top game. See, I think Jackson should be the backup striker. I don't think it should be the number one striker. Pires comes back next season. Do we send Noni on loan? Pires will join in 2025. He won't be joining next season. He'll be joining the season after next season. Do we send Noni on loan? We sell Noni. We cash in on Noni. My top 3 strikers would be Osimhen, Šeško, Alvarez. I forgot about Julian Alvarez. He's a very good striker. I just think one of our biggest issues is we're lacking in the height department up front, and so bringing in Julian Alvarez, who's not the tallest striker, is what, 5'10", 5'11", compared to like someone who's like a unit like Dusan Vlahovic and Victor Osimhen. You know, we do need the height. Osimhen, De Ketelaere, and Šeško, I'd watch FIFA. Alvarez would have amazing chemistry with Enzo and Caicedo. Very true, and I think Enzo and Julian Alvarez are actually good friends. And I would like to say Julian Alvarez in a Chelsea shirt, but whether he's exactly what we need or whether he'd probably be the best fit for this attack, who knows. Dream mate, definitely not De Ketelaere. He is awful. Mish is such a good player. Now people should rate him properly. We can see the difference. Sell Noni. Yeah, I mean that's in 2 seasons' time. If he's not come good by then, and we got Kendrick Paez and Angelo Gabriel coming through, and obviously Cole Palmer can play on the right hand side, then I just don't see where Noni Madueke fits into this side. Do you think, especially with him being as injury prone as he is, do you think we need more technical players in the midfield so we can have more threat going through the middle, as the sideways passing is not going so well? I mean, we have Enzo Fernandez, who's quite technical, and I am a big proponent of signing someone like Florian Wirtz. I quite like Florian Wirtz, but I don't know if he'd actually sign for us or not. Message deleted from Aditya. Okay, Venkatraman. Bro, at this rate, Madrid only has to offer Osimhen half the wages we will offer, and he will go there. Let's be real, why would he want to come here? He's a Chelsea fan. He grew up a Chelsea fan. When he came to Stamford Bridge for the first time, he was FaceTiming his friends, all excited. His idol is Didier Drogba. We've had multiple ex-Chelsea players applauding him, saying that he's their favourite striker at the moment. You know, I don't see why he wouldn't want to join the club he's supported since he was a child. I would. Alvarez reminds me of another Werner. Don't disrespect Julian Alvarez like that. Come on, Dream. Isn't Jackson taller than Osimhen Lamau? Let me just double check. I mean, that doesn't mean much. You can be slightly taller than someone, but not have the physicality or the jumping range to actually beat players to headers. Nicholas Jackson height. Like when you compare, all right, he's 6'2", Osimhen height. They might be the same height. Yeah, well, he's 2 centimeters taller than him. But when you look at their frames. Here we go. Right, let's just compare their frames. When you look at Nicholas Jackson, that's him there. He's kind of skinny. But when you look at Victor Osimhen, I can find a good photo of him showing his full body. There you go. He's more of a unit. You can just tell he's bulkier. And he's more experienced. The only 3 strikers to go for is Guirassy, Dusan, and Osimhen. I think Šeško should be above Guirassy in that list. Nobody else. We can see that big strikers like Broja and Costa work, but Broja is too injury prone. True. Osimhen also publicly said he dreams to go to England. Very true. So we do have that. He's a Chelsea fan and he wants to play in England. Make it make sense. He's coming to the mighty Chelsea. Video idea. With everyone fit. Where does everyone play? Palmer, Cam instead of right wing. Noni, Sterling right wing. Interesting video. That's one of the reasons we need players like Wirtz or Cherky to break down the defense. Yeah, I think Wirtz would be fantastic at unlocking, breaking through the low block, but he's probably going to go to Manchester City and be the next De Bruyne, or Bayern Munich and be the next Thomas Müller. Respectfully, I think Musiala. That's an interesting one, actually. I just thought of that. Musiala. Apparently, we do have like a specific budget for players like Musiala or like an Mbappe or a Florian Wirtz. Maybe Musiala could be the answer to our prayers next season. Respectfully, I think we should sell James. Too injury prone. Play Gusto. I don't think we should sell James. Or Maatsen right wing, Sterling left wing. I don't think Maatsen's going to be here much longer. I don't know how Jackson is tall, but he doesn't use his head. True. He's nowhere near, like, hang on, let me just see if I can actually compare this. Okay, so Jackson, data MB. See if I can actually compare this really quickly. Jackson, and then Osimhen. Here we go. Yeah, so Nicholas Jackson here, aerial duels aerial duel involvements, whatever, 71.6%, whereas Victor Osimhen 95.2%. Non-penalty goals, Nicholas Jackson ranks 50.4% out of all other strikers, 50.4% for Nicholas Jackson. Victor Osimhen 99.3%. That is the guy we need at striker. Yeah, that makes sense. Guirassy has West Ham. Guirassy has West Ham written all over him. Looks like he's won season 1 to me. Yeah, true. I think he's just having a good start to the season. Musiala is definitely coming home, hopefully. Musiala is willing to play for Chelsea. I heard about that. Musiala in the summer, yeah. How long is Maatsen going to stay in Chelsea for? Well, we have extended his contract for another year. So in theory, his contract runs out in the summer 2024. But he's not signing a new contract, so he'll probably be sold either in January or the summer. Prioritize a big proven number 9 in January. Yeah, proven number 9. That is important because Nicholas Jackson was not proven. 1 month of good form is not proven, and yet he was the designated striker for Chelsea when we desperately needed goals. That's just mind-blowing how stupid that is. How long is Maatsen going to stay? Yeah, I think I've said that. So Maatsen won't be here for much longer. Sell Maatsen and Broja in the summer. I agree. I think Broja should be moved on, and then our striker options should be David Washington as the third choice, Nicholas Jackson as the second choice, and then whoever we bring in as the number 1 for big bucks, a proven striker. That's Šeško's not exactly proven. Well, I would actually say Šeško is proven. He's doing quite well in the Champions League. He's doing quite well in the Bundesliga. He did fantastic at Liefering and Salzburg. He's a fantastic. I think he's the next big thing. I'd say keep James. Yeah, I agree. But sell if we see he keeps getting injuries in the leg. Well, apparently Real Madrid want to offer 20 million euros for him. That might get you his left boot. I disagree. Broja should stay. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we should cash in on Broja. I just think he's a bit injury prone considering what we need in our strikers. I think David Washington. I don't like Fofana's. I don't like David Dutcher Fofana's. Not character. What's his name? The way he acts. Professionalism. Like the way he just blew off his manager after being subbed off because he wasn't playing very well. And he gets suspended for that. That was just totally unprofessional. Broja's mid, I agree, disagree. I like Broja. Broja's not going to be the same again. No. Sometimes those kind of knee injuries can really hamper a player. What do you say about selling Chile, starting Kukurea and playing Maatsen as backup left back? I'm down for it. I really want the Boca Juniors left back, Valentino. I think his name Valentin, something like that. Valentin Barco, I think his name. Valentin Barker, I'll show you. He looks like a baller. You know, when you look at a player, you just think, oh my god, you've got some class about you. I mean, he looks like a Weasley at the same time, but let me just see if I can find a very quick photo of Valentin Barker. I mean, you could say, like, his name's Valentin Weasley, and you'd actually believe it. You know what I mean? He's a Weasley. Yeah, I don't like Chilwell. Wait, who does Real Madrid want for 20 million? Reece James. Reece James, I know. Washington, the other guy from last season, forgot his name, and Gilchrist can go on loan. The other guy from last season, who was here on last season? Who was here last season? I actually can't remember. Who was that striker last season? It wasn't Jackson. It wasn't Breuer. It was... I can't... Oh, Kai Havertz was playing striker last season, basically. So they want James... thanks. No worries. Watch also put up 5 today. Yeah, probably. Even the Dortmund left back is neat in it. Yeah, it was his name, Benzabini. I think his name's Benzabini. I thought that they were doing to swap deal Schumann and Valverde. That would have been too bad. I quite like Valverde, but I wouldn't take. I don't want to lose Reece James. Reece James is the captain, man. Yeah, Benzabini is playing well. Aubameyang. Oh, Aubameyang. Of course, Aubameyang. Aubameyang. What? No, Aubameyang. I forgot about Aubameyang. No, I think we sold Aubameyang, did we not? Or his contract's just done. Proven left back in Bundesliga. Yeah, but Barco Valentina, he's the next big thing. Keep an eye on Benzabini. Yeah, he's a good player. Even if we get the most lethal strike in history, we need the wingers to get goals and assists more to even think of top 4. Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. Osimhen has Kvaratskhelia supplying him. Sterling is small. McCallum Mudryk and Palmer need 2 seasons. Mudryk and Cole Palmer are coming good. Don't forget about Kendrick Pyers. I know he's 2 seasons away, but when Kendrick Pyers comes in, this attack absolutely transforms. Some players go through periods getting injured, but then rarely ever again. Would be crazy to get rid of James. Absolutely, absolutely. If he gets that surgery on that hamstring, he's fine. We lost God. Yeah, I know, Pac-Man. Yeah, I might be stupid saying James. I love him. He's a good player. Listen, if £500 million comes on the table, okay, fine. You know what? We can buy Osimhen, and we can buy a better right back. Not a better right back, but we can buy a competent right back who can fill his boots for that amount from the academy. But if the right money comes in, we would be stupid not to sell. As I said, the right money, and I say 500 million. That's my number. 500 million. That's my number. I don't know what else to say. Chelsea continuing to be Chelsea, being shit as usual. Unless there's a really, really, really good game, I might chill and watch. But I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten today, and I'm also exhausted. I'm not watching Arsenal, Sheffield United, Bournemouth versus Burnley. No. I think I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you all so much for watching. This has probably been my biggest stream. I think at one point I had like 50 something, nearly 60 viewers. So 90 million, no, more than that, 150 million minimum. James is captain, full stop. Yeah, I agree. The owners have made so many transfer mistakes. We need a number 9. Miss Jackson is no good for us. Board should have bought proven players in the summer. Personally, I'd sell Chilwell and Masson. Yeah, Davies. I think 40 million for Alphonso Davies. That'd be brilliant, 100%. I'll take Alphonso Davies for 100 million. No, not 100 million. For 40 million, if we were to sell like Chilwell for like 20 something and Matson for 20, that'd be great. Chat stream, thank you. See you later, guys. That's me. I'm just gonna head off now, have some lunch, and cry and scream into my pillow because that game was horrific. Yeah, I'm gonna stop streaming there. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's try and do this correctly, shall we? Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you like. We're at 30 likes now. That's fantastic. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Sterling is putting us 1 good game in 10. Do you have a Discord? Not yet. I am thinking about starting one. Lots of hearts in the chat. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been the Quick